How's it going, boys? Welcome back to the stream. How's everybody doing today? What's up? What's up? What's up? Was I slightly late? Yes. Do I have a good reason? Yes. It's because Aiden is cringe. The rumors are true. The rumors are in. Aiden is super cringe, and that's why I'm late. More specifically, I was getting ready by showering and brushing my teeth. And by showering, I mean washing my face, but calling it showering because I used to play Super Smash Brothers. And Aiden was filming the cats fight each other. And by fight each other, I mean Coots running up behind Durs, and then Durs going, and then Coots are running away. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Why early stream? Because today I think we're going to be watching the OTK stream. I kind of wanted to react to it. The OTK Games Expo. I'll be the YouTube representative who decides to watch the OTK event. Not that any of the goddamn normies on YouTube.com give a shit, but hey, you know, we can give it a shot. What part of New Hampshire are you from? Southern New Hampshire. I went to a climbing gym in New Hampshire, and holy shit, was it miserable. I don't know if it's because New Hampshireites have this weird pride about being from a mountainous, you know, hiking state. But they would have V1s, which is the easiest climb or second easiest climb, that I couldn't do. I went to California and I flashed 2 V4s. It's just different over there, man. Bubble Lane. OTK means nothing unless you watch Twitch. I mean, they do have J-Schlatt, and let's not act like J-Schlatt hasn't started a bit of trends. For example, Exhibit A. I adopted a cat, J-Schlatt, 9 million views 1 year ago. Ludwig. My girlfriend made me get a cat. 2 weeks ago, 2 million views. Interesting. Let's continue the strand. Cody Co. We got a cat. Now, did J-Schlatt invent adopting cats? Yes, I think he did. I think he's the first person to ever get a cat. Why are Ludwig stands so negative? I don't think I'm allowed to call them stands unless we have a TWT day, which I proudly do not have. They're called viewers. I put my Twitter on light mode for a thumbnail, and it's grossing me out. You literally do? Wait, what? What is it? I looked up Mogul TWT, and there was 4 tweets this week from 2 different people. We're on the up and up, baby. Watch out, Stan World, because Ludwig's coming through, motherfuckers. We're about to go sicko mode on this Twitter.com website. Where's Coots? Right next to my foot. No! Hello. Ugh. Bud Light, I had to do it. Not sponsored. I'm putting it away now.
I don't want to get hit.
OTK Game Expo! What website is it on? Oh, it's on Asmon's channel, right? How many viewers do you think this is going to get, guys? I have to put OTK Game Expo in the title. I did that. Saved! And then they say you can't have sponsors. Well, we have a sponsor, so I'm not going to listen to that rule. Anyway, guys, have you heard of Fun Sticks? Smoke cigarettes. Let's check out the OTK Games Expo. Polite's room. Look! Look at the bookshelves! Look at it! It is only manga and then statues of anime figurines. More manga. Our YouTube play button. Easy clap. More manga. Manga posters. That's sick as hell. Look, I'm not saying it's cool or not cool. I'm just saying that's not the road I want to walk down. Oh, it's starting. Coots is playing on the ground with the ball.
Well, well, well. It's finally time. Sup, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold, and I'd like to welcome
He said the
all
line.
of you to the OTK Games Expo.
Did this MFer really show up in sweats?
We Play Studio. We have a lot of games to look at, over 40 today, and there are going to be a bunch of different games, and you guys are going to be getting involved as well. Now, the first thing that I want to do is I want to show you all what we're going to be doing and what's to come with this show and exactly how things are going to be broken down. Because obviously, we're going to have the trailers. We're going to go through all of that stuff. But on top of that, we're actually going to be doing interviews with some of these developers live here in the studio. And on top of that, we're even going to be playing some games on top of it. So I am very, very excited, especially with some of these games. I think they're going to be awesome to watch, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And so, guys, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's made this possible. This has been a tremendous undertaking for us,
Chat, say you're
and
welcome.
it wouldn't be possible without you all. So thank you so much. And the other people I want to say thank you to are the people I'm about to announce today. And those are going to be my friends helping me here going through the entire expo right now. And so we got Tectone, obviously the Genshin Impact legend. And then we got, oh man, we've got Jay Schlatt, the Minecraft master. Oh my, he's cut off his finger. Is that okay? I don't know. Okay, all right, who else do we have? And, oh, there he is, the classic WoW god, S-Fan TV. And he's going to be helping us, giving us a little bit of commentary and all that as well. And who else do we have? And, oh, look at that. We've got Rich Campbell. Who could have guessed that? And that's good. Yeah, hi, Rich. How you doing?
Stop acting
happy.
nervous
He's so
anymore
happy
like
to
you're
be
not
here.
fucking
Thanks
dating
for
me
being
and
here, Rich.
Malkova, okay?
Yeah,
You
okay,
can't
he'll
put
be
on the
okay.
awkward
And
phase
then we-
anymore. You have to move on.
Okay, so yeah, we've got who is Mizkif. We've got Mizkif there as well. And okay, all right, who else do we have? Let's go ahead and move up a little bit forward. And what the hell are y'all doing? Quit talking. We're going into the show. And then, oh, we've got Amaru, obviously, of course. And we're going to be getting everybody up here and talking about these games all together, getting their feedback, commentary, and just having a few conversations about these games. But that is not the only group of people that we have.
Amaru, the only person who, in the confines of her bedroom, will wear the most convoluted outfit that took hours to create and then wear. And then in front of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people on a game expo floor wearing pajamas. That's funny.
And tell you which ones are great and which ones are even better. So anyway, over to the Variety Gamers.
Thank you so much, Zach. It is me, NMPLOL,
Soda
here
poppin'!
with the Variety Gaming panel. We have assembled some of the best gamers ever on the planet. Everyone knows me. I'm NMP. I'm a 9-time Gladiator, 2-time rank 1, all this sort of stuff. And let's go to Chance. How are you?
Hi, Soda Poppin', Chance here, 12-time rank 1, multi-rank 1 overall, gamer extraordinaire, popularizer of Among Us, veteran, 15-year streamer, made most people.
15 years?
Here to really kind of bring my insight and talk about some of these games and some of the great things about them. And over to my left, we've got...
Yeah, that's
No
really
wonder
cool,
they didn't get
Chance.
Lud. They needed good
hi,
gamers.
everybody. I'm Sear. I'm actually a triple platinum rank 1 gas station simulator champion. Also won an Oscar for Best City and City Skylines. And absolutely rolled Soda Poppin' at Warcraft 3 Soccer, which I won a Nobel Peace Prize for. Bruce?
See, all that sounds good, but to me it just sounds like baloney. Pro Telltale Gamer here, Bruce, drop them off. I'm here to give my insight on some of these games.
Bruce's teeth are
We got a great list, so I'm ready. I'm excited. Back to Nick.
All right, we are the Variety
Holy
Gamers
shit,
here to
he has a
give some of
$1
the
million
best insight
smile.
that we can possibly give. So back to you, Zach.
Thanks a lot, Nick, and I can't
wonder
wait
how
to hear
grills
what
feel in your
invaluable,
mouth.
incredible, and
I
very
always wondered
insightful
that.
commentary they're going to be providing today. But also, we have
does
a
it
lot of
feel
people
like
involved, but I want to talk to you all about how you guys, the chat, are going to be involved as well. We are putting up today $50,000 of developmental grants, not pledges, grants of these developers, and to try
It's
to
probably
help
like
them
braces
make
where you
their
just get
games
used to it.
a reality. So the way this is going to work is you all are going to vote, and first place is going to be getting $30,000. On top of that, they're going to be getting a Razer PC powered by Intel, and second place is going to be getting $20,000, and they're also going to be getting a Razer PC powered by Intel to help finish their development of the game, and in some cases take their game development to the next
dope.
level. So huge shout out to them. And honestly, guys, I am just amazed to be here. And there is one more person and one more guy who's going to be helping me do all of this. And I'd like to also introduce you to one of my longtime friends I've been doing shows with for a very, very long time. It's going to help me host this, Rich Campbell.
Man, I'm amazed to be here as well, and I'm sure they're all amazed to hear my voice. They're used to only hearing it when you're done stream, but today we're only just beginning. And when I look around at this arena, it's crazy. We started off doing small webcam shows, and when you're on the big stage, you get kind of nervous that you might slip. But luckily, I never slip. Thank you to the non-slip grip on my Mountain Dew Game Fuel can. You guys can grab one right now for 10% off if you use OTK. They've been our partner since day one, and it really helped us get here to the big stage. But you're here to check out some of the games. The first category, we're breaking it up into genres throughout the entire day. And the first genre is one that we're all very used to. It's none other than action. To kick everything off for the action games, it should be something very interesting for all of you. As somebody who watches Twitch, you're used to watching bottom feeders talk, but now we're going to watch bottom feeders fight. It's Prima Studios' brand new game, Knights of the Deep.
It's clearly game of the year. The question is it game of the century? I mean, obviously, crustaceans fighting each other.
Wow. Honestly, I'm pretty excited to play that game, and yeah, I think that you're definitely right. With the crabs, the bottom feeders, I think we'll fit right in. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I think I'll actually be pretty good at this one as well. I beat crabs one time in college.
Really? Wow, that's impressive. I was playing video games. And yeah, I have to say, guys, I thought we'd start off with this game just to give you a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be looking at here and the kind of things that we're going to be able to see. I'm actually really excited to see something like this because it's the same type of like battle royale type thing that we've seen in many other games, but it's taken to a completely ridiculously level, and I think it's amazing. So I'm pretty excited. Let's go to the next one.
I'm
Is this a
definitely
dumb
ready
question?
to check out the next one, but also I want to hear what the Variety Gamers have
Why
to
make
say
this
about
live?
the crab combat.
Why not
in
just
Knights
film
of the
it?
Deep.
And then upload it.
All right, thank you so much, Rich.
I guess they're
this
live
is the
streamers.
perfect group of people to talk about Knights of the Deep. 3 of us have had plenty of crabs in our life. We've had them as pets. We eat them. We love them. We love just everything about fighting. And Chance, how do you feel about that game?
You know, all jokes aside, that game actually looks really fun. You know, it looks goofy, it looks ridiculous. It's crabs with guns, shields. There's classes. There's.
I still
seems
can't
like
tell if
there's
he's being
serious
serious and if he
mechanics
likes it or if he thinks
lined
it's
up
fucking
with
dumb.
the stupidity of it being crabs. But it looks fun.
Yeah. Also lobsters.
He has
Lobsters,
played
too.
about every game on Steam
Crustaceans.
known to man.
I think.
Seer?
You're so smart, dude. I would have to completely agree with you on that one, Chance. It looks like a lot of fun. It's the kind of game that, you know, you put up Shroud on your third monitor, mute them, and you start going to Pound Town on this game. And I tell you what, I would likely roll each and every single one of you at that game. Yeah.
Wow.
So, what do you think?
I don't think that's true at all,
Oh, yeah.
but I will tell you what I think about the game. I love the creative jump on the game.
This desk is just funny. If they're going to cut to this analysis desk after every game, which is going to be NMP boasting about how good of a gamer he is, Soda being like, yeah, but for real, guys, it looks fun. Seer saying some dumb joke shit, and then Bruce going back to like, yeah, but for real, it's fun. I'm in for it. I'm in for this 39 more times.
Thank you so much, Nick. It was great to listen to all the handsome.
It's like when they have the NBA halftime show, and it's with like Shaq and Charles Barkley and all them, but nobody was a professional gamer.
in the Discord to the games that you
Nobody
like, and
was
that's
a
actually
pro
going to help
basketball
them
player,
win
so.
the grants, which Asmund mentioned a little bit earlier. Keep that in your mind as we jump into the next game. It's from
Inside
Neo
NBA,
Interactive, and it's called Samurai Zero.
I made a pact with myself, I'll make it to Shambhala. Hope I'm invited, my frequency's like a Gotham. I made a pact with myself, I'll make it to Shambhala.
Right.
They think that love is a song that goes like la, la.
Even in the darkness of night, the moon is always shining.
Or
Heartbeats, the kick drums, hum bass.
elimination.
Veins bleeding, the melodies like playing keys. What you think is a mix? Focus on how it fits.
That's a lightsaber.
Getting rich, don't just be saying please. If heartbeats and the kick drums, veins bleeding, our melodies like playing keys. What you think is the mix? Focus on how it fits. Make it more than a wish. Don't just be saying please.
Victory. Incredible.
Oh, stop.
All right, I love how that one looks, but I'm very excited because Asmund is with the lead producer of the game right now, Ethos,
Whoa.
so we can find out more about everything Samurai Zero.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty
Hi,
good.
Ethos.
I mean, the trailer looks pretty cool. It's an interesting idea. What is this? What's the game about?
Sure. Yeah. So, thanks so much for having me. So, Samurai Zero, it's a multiplayer game, multiplayer PvP focused game. It's a third person. We're labeling it technically a tactical action hack and
I'll
slash
keep it a
game, but
stack.
that's too
It
much,
looks
so we just
like
say,
shit,
okay, whatever, we're
but
just
if
gonna
it
call it a
plays
fighting
like
game.
Battlefront
And
2,
so it has
when you
this
play
really
with
cool
Jedi's
layer where
on,
basically the
then I'm
world
all
takes
in.
place in this science fantasy universe called Edo, which is basically inspired by Japanese Age of the Samurai with a little mix of little sci-fi and cyberpunk.
I think that, yeah, that's badass, man. Yeah, the entire, just like the aesthetic of it is great. And you're talking about like having it in 3D, and I'm curious why you decided to go, because most fighting games are all in 2D, and what made you want to go with 3D in this game?
Well, actually, what you just said is basically the answer. A lot of fighting games are in 2D, so we wanted to mix it up and try something a little bit different. So we created a 3D game,
This
and
dude for
a
sure
lot of the
just
like
watched
advanced
One
mechanics
Piece.
that the game has, whether it's like the advanced
Hit the
movement,
Wano
where you
arc
can, like,
and then
wall
said,
run
"Fuck it,
and
I'll make a
you can
video game."
dash, and whether you're doing the combat, which is all
Which honestly,
precision focused. I think our game's pretty unique in the fact that we actually don't have a lot of aim assist in the game and a lot of targeting systems. A lot of it's very precision based, so it's a lot of like actually landing your hits.
Not everybody's
and we do
like
this
you.
thanks to using
That
the
is
PC as our
Monkey
main
D.
platform. We
Luffy.
actually have a lot of control with your camera and where your
Right
character
here.
aims using the mouse. So
Right
it's
here.
a really unique, different take for
Right here.
fighting games, I think.
Yeah,
Right
if that's
here.
the case, I think some people
Right
could
here.
even almost use it as an aim trainer, the way you describe it. Yeah, that's really cool. And I think that fighting games, one of the most important things about them is kind of how they feel to play. And when will people be able to really get an opportunity to actually feel how Samurai Zero plays?
Sure, yeah. So right now, what we have is, last year around this time, we had a playtest already. So people were able to get a little bit of taste of 1v1 with one of our characters, Ryder, which is the robot you saw in the trailer. He's a robot samurai, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the newest character, Luna, which we showed in this trailer, as well as a brand new map, which was Tower, and a bunch of brand new mechanics and features that we brought to the game within that time. We'll be showing to our Patreon people later, early next month. And then also later this year, we're going to be doing a full public playtest where players will be able to get their hands on and try it themselves.
That sounds awesome, man. Yeah, I haven't really played a fighting game like this pretty much ever before.
It's weird to
So
see
I'm
these
really
guys
excited
be
to see where
nothing
this
but
game
positive.
Goes. And thanks a lot for
When
coming on.
people like
and,
Asmin
really look forward to see where the game goes.
or Mizkif
No, thank you. Thanks for the
are
opportunity.
known for
Appreciate
being
it.
overly
Absolutely.
critical
And
of games.
if any of you guys want to add Samurai Zero to your Steam wish list, you can go ahead and do that now. But
like
we're
these
gonna be
are
on
the
to the next
group of
game.
people
Yeah,
who you
let's
go
hop
to
right
'cause they're,
into
like,
it. The next one is
overly
coming from
critical
South
and-
Games, and this game is
and
called
like bluntly
S-Proxy.
honest, soda popping. Yeah. That was cool. This looks like a mini clip game. Yeah, but mini clip is fire. You can't just climb on me like a tree.
That was the first game that we actually got to look at today that had a release date attached to it. If you missed it, it's coming out June 23rd, so you can jump in and play. And
like
if you
2
want to
weeks
right
from now.
now, if you want to make sure that you don't miss the date, I'm terrible with calendars as well. You can add it to your Steam wish list, and you can check out an early download demo. So that's
How is
for
chat hyping this
S-Proxy.
stuff up?
You can hop on Steam.
Because
and check
this
that
isn't
out
like
right now.
AAA
But we're gonna take a
studios.
look
These
at
are
our
just like
first racing
humans who
game
wanted to
of
make a
the
video
day.
game because
It's
they're
from
passionate about
Axel
making
Gray
video
Studios,
games.
And it's called
And I feel like being overly critical because they didn't have the budget in time of a AAA studio is dumb. They're all indie games. This looks fucking sick though. It looks like an F-Zero Trackmania, but it doesn't really look like Trackmania because it seems like it's like Rocket League F-Zero. It feels like it's a full-speed game.
All right, that one got my blood pumping a little bit. You can add it to your Steam wish list right now. And we got one more game left in this category. This one's coming from Angry Demon Studio. And I actually found this one on Asmon's wish list. He tends to like the furrier protagonist. It's Gory Cuddly Carnage.
Dude, I've been watching Beastars. I'm 2 seasons in and they haven't smashed yet. What the hell is this show, man? I thought it was supposed to be furry dumb. It's not even close. Not that I want it. I just thought that's what it was.
Day 243 in orbit.
Don't
Morning is a blank canvas. Time to chase the dream and
Error. Inspirational quote 542 not found.
What the f was that?
Breach. Oh, breach. There's definitely a breach.
How are we supposed to get back to Earth? Wait a minute. What the f are you doing in there? Are you serious? No, you just wait a minute there, pal. Let's talk about this over some nice nip. Come on, you want some nice nip, bud? Game face on.
Gory.
The perfect pet. It's coming time, mother.
I have no idea what the hell that game was. It kind of felt like Dexter, the PSP game.
Man, that little guy's really not kidding around. But we had in the action category, we had lobsters, we had cats doing whatever Gory was doing there. We had samurais, we had racing games, we had just about everything. Asmon, what'd you think of the action section?
Honestly, man, like I've seen that trailer like 3 or 4 times now, and I think every single time I like it even more. It's like the fact that they had an
Rewatched
actual,
For Weird
like
W.
they have a track, like a song for it on top of that. It's just really, really cool. And obviously,
You're telling me
we've got
Schlatt and
2
Mizkif have
other
been here the
gaming
whole time?
experts, gaming wizards here. We've got
It feels like they
Mizkif
got
and
called to the
Schlatt.
principal's
Schlatt,
office and
what'd
they're
you think of it?
waiting because they're in
You know what,
trouble.
Asmon? I am super happy we're finally getting a game about murdering crabs and lobsters, so I can stop doing it in real life.
Mizkif, what do you think?
Well, honestly, that Cuddly Carnage game that we just saw, I actually love that game. I think it is a super unique game that you don't really see often. I love the dubstep that they played. I thought that was honestly amazing. The game reminds me of somebody who doodled that in like 6th grade, and then all of a sudden this game became a reality.
It became a reality, yeah. Like after they got watching a little bit too much Invader Zim, and they just get too crazy.
Some edgy kid with a notebook and a dream.
Yep, and now it's a game. I think it's awesome. And the other game that I really want to talk about a lot is Neo Dash. Like straight up, like that is so cool.
Neo Dash
The
was
reason why
fire,
I like
dude.
it, it's like you watch the game, and it's like
I won't lie,
There
Neo
were, like,
Dash looked
games in
really cool.
GameCube that were like this. It reminded me of like the old school essence of like F-Zero or something. And I think it's just such a cool looking, visually appealing game.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of
looks like Beat
what
Saber.
does it remind me of? It reminds me of those like old school GameCube games that I used to really enjoy. And this is the kind of game I feel like where I could just get lost for a few hours, sit there and just drive around the track, super colorful, and then just enjoy the music. It's very nice.
It's what I like about it is it strikes me as one of those games where you can play it very, very casually. You can just kind of like zen out on your couch or something.
Right.
But also, if you want to go really hard on it, I'm sure there's going to be some crazy tracks to challenge yourself on it.
What's your favorite game you've seen so far?
Honestly, Probably the lobster one. You know what I feel like with the lobsters when it comes to that? You know what must have happened? But
That
you know
boss,
what they got?
I perfectly I-framed through every single attack that boss did. Like, let's be honest, I did. I avoided every single thing perfectly. What the fuck?
No.
Is this the lobster?
What is this? What? No, it's. Listen, guys.
Wait, did I just hear a second lobster?
What is going on?
Is this still your favorite game? I hate
this.
This
is not.
game.
Is this the lobster game?
No, it's not. They don't have guns
this game,
in this
game
one.
looks worse.
Bro, this guy's got a sniper rifle
I mean, I
in
think it
his
was a little
mouth.
joke by production, but it just cut off Jay Schlatt's train of thought. But it is comical because Asmongold is
so I
being
can see where
beaten
the
by
inspiration
lobsters.
Jesus Christ!
So is this?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just took a little longer for him to die than I think.
Real funny, guys, right? Yeah, it's real funny.
Oh my God.
We also have to understand this is on Asmongold's channel,
banned
so
after
it's
this.
much more of a
this game is
rated.
honestly, I absolutely love this game. I think it is very funny and unique. I think I love when developers always try to make things fun and interesting. Their trailer was fun. I liked the trumpet at the end was great.
Do you think it looks fun though, Miz?
You know what I think happened, man? You always see those lobsters at like the seafood restaurants. Where are they? Where do they put the lobsters? Aspen, where do they put the lobsters?
Well, don't they go in the ocean?
No, they have them in crane machines.
Wait,
They've turned
what?
It into, oh yeah, you haven't
mean
seen
like
the lobsters?
a toy, and they have a.
You've never been. You're telling me you've never been to a seafood restaurant?
I've never been. So
Yeah,
they
I've
have
been there.
lobsters
they have a
in a
little hand
crane
that goes
game
out,
underwater.
It grabs up
submerged?
the crawly boy.
Yes, and then you
put them in
cook
a
it.
box.
No, if you win the lobster at the seafood restaurant, you eat it. Now imagine the life of that kind of crustacean who's been submerged in a little toy box.
Oh
the
my.
crane poking at him every day. That's who I think is in this game. I think they took him right from the crane game. Imagine that. How
So they get
this
taken
must
from
be.
the crane game.
You
They get
spawn
put in this.
mid-game.
And that's why they want to fight.
I feel like that's the kind of game that's like, it's going to be a really good stream game because of how absolutely ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, off the wall.
It
You
feels
got a
like
lobster
Miz was
with a
told
flamethrower.
beforehand to
You got a
maybe
lobster
dial
with a
it back
sniper
and
rifle, a
don't say
crab with a
anything that
gun.
goes across his
And you know what
mind.
that game reminds me a lot of?
What's that?
Crabs Fighting Crabs reminds me a lot of when Rich did a subathon in my closet.
Okay, he's back. He's back all of a sudden.
Yeah.
My God, I thought he was gone and he's back.
I don't know if Rich is crying or laughing. Let's go over to Rich and we'll move on. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you, Aspen.
Absolutely.
What a time of memories that was. It was like a whole new realm of reality being in Mizkif's closet for that
That's a
subathon.
transition.
And this next genre brings you to new realities
There
as
it is.
well, kind of like being in Mizkif's closet. Folks, get ready. It's time for an adventure. Folks, adventure games have a huge legacy, and these games are looking to continue that legacy. The first one is from Orion Games, Inc., and it's called Ardo.
These are the games that I look at in game trailer, like expos, that I always think look super cool, that I will never ever play, but damn do they look fucking cool. Like that one game of like a dude in the desert alone. Journey, yeah. Journey's a great experience. I feel like games like that are better for a personal experience rather than a stream thing. Which is why I default to like GeoGuessr or Super Autopets. Is it called Arto? Artio?
Well, Ardo definitely has a
Ardo.
style unlike any of the games that we've seen so far today, and also it's an open world game, which I did not mention before we dove in. If it looks cool to you, good news, you can play it early. You can download the demo right now on Steam. You can also add it to your wish list for when it comes out. I just want to remind everybody at home, any of these games that you like, you can hop into the Discord, you can react to the games that you like the most, and it's going to give them a chance to win that grant that Asmon's going to be awarding at the end of the show. We got $50,000 and a beautiful PC, a Razer PC powered by Intel that the winners will be getting as well to continue developing their games and any future games, which they do make. But let's hop into the next one. This one comes from Dapper Dog Digital, and it's called Biogun.
It's time to get to work, Beck.
Not an artisan PC. Oh, we got wave dashing? Yeah, it's kind of like Hollow Knight mixed with Dark Souls.
To be completely honest, that one reminds me of Mizkif's Closet as well. That one is also a Metroidvania.
I don't get that reference.
Add it to your Steam wish list, and there's a demo available. So that is
a
another
little
game that you will
Metroid-esque.
be able to play today.
Chad, who
I love
here played the new
Metroidvanias.
Metroid?
The progression in them is always very enjoyable. And our next one is a roguelike. It's the first roguelike that we've taken a look at today. It's from Stroll Art Studios, and it's called Below the
People
Stone.
loved that game. I watched someone play it. Cool, man. That's cool. I've watched someone have sex. Close enough. Oh, I forgot Aatrox played it. Are you telling me this is a 2D Deep Rock Galactic? That's cool. I don't know if you guys are like me, but there are total swaths of
Rocks.
genres
And Below
that
the Stone is one of those games
I
where
cannot
I know
accept that I would
Asmon
play.
pretty well. This is the type of
I
art
just
style
shut them
that
out
I
of
think
my
really
mind.
resonates with us. Anytime that you get to see a game with that pixel art, kind of brings you back. You start to remember some of the memories. So for Below the Stone, you can actually already add it to your Steam wish list. But when we're talking about that art style,
I've played
I know I
Hades.
want to learn a little bit more. Luckily, Asmon is going to be talking to the lead artist, Mike Stallart, right now.
Thanks, Rich. Yeah,
But
I
that's
mean,
the
you're
only
definitely
roguelike I've
right.
ever
I see
played.
that art style, and I go right back to 1998, running through like Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, or something
How
like that.
old
I
is Asmon?
absolutely love it. And thank you so much, Mike, for coming on and sharing your game with us. And my understanding
He's
is you guys have a
30?
really interesting journey coming to the expo today. And what's the game development journey been like for you?
It's hard to wrap it up in a small little segment, right? It's like we started myself. I didn't go to college or anything for this. I was kind of just going into it as raw as possible, right?
I like it.
I started by kind of inviting. I started with just my art, right? And invited a couple people to
Why
join
on
me.
Asmon's Wikipedia
Andrew being
page
one of
does
them,
it say
lead
31 or
programmer.
32?
And he
Does the internet not
we worked
know
on Below
how
the Stone
old
for a while.
Asmon is for real?
We needed a composer for a Kickstarter later on, so we ended up picking up a composer, Karam. and we actually failed our first Kickstarter. And what I learned though, right, is just putting yourself out there is a huge win.
Asmund doesn't
right?
know what year
it's
he's
not about
born in.
the money in Kickstarter.
What?
It's really about people who are fans of that
What do you
make
mean?
your game a success, right?
How?
And we ended up getting hundreds of new fans from this Kickstarter. And eventually publishers even started contacting us. In fact, kind of funny story with our publisher. Our relationship, I started by blocking them. I don't know if I should share that, but
That's crazy.
Yeah, very smart move by me. But I started by originally they contacted me. I accidentally I didn't know who they were. I blocked them. Then they contacted me again, blocked them again.
It's really easy to get a birth certificate.
And then
Yeah.
they found my Facebook out of nowhere, right?
You just send an email to the town you're from.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Facebook? All right, maybe they have something to say. So then, I realized these guys were serious about our game, and they saw what we were trying to make was as important as how we thought of it as, right? And then we realized, this is kind of a perfect fit for us. And it really kind of huge, every step of the way, it's just been kind of a twist and a turn, and hundreds of different directions for this game.
Well, I bet that must have been pretty reassuring whenever you have publishers reaching out to you like that and being so insistent about it, going and doing whatever they need to do to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, seriously, I and these guys are great too. Everybody, I used to not like publishers at first, but then I realized these guys are real. These guys are real people. And then it worked out.
Yeah, I bet it seems like it has. Obviously, it has. So you're talking about this game. It's it's got the pixel art a little bit to it, but it's also got a roguelike element. How does this game play?
So, where we kind of separate ourselves from other roguelikes is we actually make it so crafting and equipping gear is actually important to your character. There's actually a long-term progression, whereas other roguelikes, what they do is kind of you go down until it's almost like a Diablo-esque where you go down, you die, and then you start over. Then you go down, die, and start over. Go down, die, and start. And that's super repetitive in roguelikes. So the way we do it is we make it so every time you descend, you can actually bring resources back with you to this kingdom area, and you can actually use that gear to progress further in the game. You can wear this stuff, but every time you go down, right, it's a roguelike. So every time you go down, you're risking that stuff that you're wearing, right?
I get it.
Yeah, so it's kind of a twist on how normally roguelikes do it. So every time you're going down, you're risking everything that you're bringing down with you.
So if
from
you
all your
die,
past
you lose the
adventures
stuff?
and everything.
So it's like Tarkov.
Yeah, if you die, you lose all the stuff on your character.
That's
Oh
standard.
my God.
No, it's more like Tarkov.
That's intense.
We have an amount of equipment, and then but you can go back up presumably.
Crafting all this gear, right?
Yeah.
You're wearing it. You decide to take on the
A
boss,
roguelite.
and then you realize oh, I don't know how this guy works, and then you start learning the pattern. You're oh shit, I don't know if we're allowed to curse on stream. That might have been the first one.
Yeah, or Minecraft.
But anyway,
it's hardcore Minecraft.
So it's every time you go down, it's kind of a
it's
new
like
adventure
Minecraft
with
mixed
50
with
biomes
Dark
we're
Souls.
planning. We want to make it so every time you go down, it's going to be a completely new kind of adventure every time you go down.
Okay, so yeah, you go down, you have no idea what's going on. It kind of almost reminds me of a game like Rust, a super high-stakes game, and if you get killed, you lose all your stuff. And I know how crushing that is, but it's also really, really intense. I think back things games I played on that 2 years ago. I still remember them. So I'm really excited.
It's kind of like
And,
Morbius,
if people
but in
wanna
video
enjoy
game
their
form.
your project, excuse me, and they want to support it, where can they go?
Well, they can go to belowthestone.com. Okay. We got a Discord. I'm going to be sitting in the voice channel after this. This and if you want to, wish list the stream or wish.
Yeah.
Great. Wish list the stream, guys. But also wish list Below the Stone on Steam. But yeah, I also want to say hi to everyone in chat.
Dude,
I
why are
wanted
you
to say
yelling
hi
at
for a
me?
long time, but.
All right, yeah. Well, thanks a lot
Appreciate
for
it.
coming on, man. Yeah, the game looks really cool, exciting, and I like how it's a new take on the whole roguelike thing, especially with a graphic style that I think a lot of other
It's certainly
people
not a
kind of
new
around
take,
our
right?
age
Like
resonate with
roguelites have
really well.
existed
So,
for a
yeah,
while,
exactly,
probably.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you.
not a roguelike
Appreciate it.
expert by any
Absolutely.
means.
And yeah, again, guys, if you want to add Below the Stone to your Steam wish list, go on ahead. And again, I want to say that whenever we're doing these games, make sure that you go onto Discord. If you all want to vote on the games that you like the most for this developmental grant money to go to, please go ahead and do that and use the Discord. And you guys can vote whatever you
Roguelikes
want.
are when
But
you
anyway,
die and
we'll go
lose
back
everything
we'll
and
get some
start
more
over
games.
and go again.
Yeah, definitely
Roguelites
excited to do that, and I think
are
it's
like
really cool to
roguelikes, but you
hear
don't lose
that
everything.
New take on roguelikes. You know, maybe you see overworld progression sometimes, but actually taking a risk, trying to push a little bit further. I'm definitely looking forward to checking that game out. But we have one more game left in the category. It's from Bedtime Digital Games. Let's take a look at Figment 2: Creed Valley.
Is that not the dude from Legend of Zelda? Wind Waker?
Climate change won't affect me. I can still drive 'cause it's only my 5th beer.
This isn't going to help anyone.
Tigers make the greatest bloods. Video games can't be musicals. Hey,
Tingle. Yeah, it's Tingle.
a silent fight is a wasted opportunity.
Okay, enough already.
Nobody knows all the trouble we see, but we're all firm believers.
Kitten.
And someday
You gotta stop
we
yelling at
will
me.
be set free.
Figment 2.
One more time from the top team.
Oh, genius idea. The first time you make a game, you call
You
it
can add
something
that to your
2,
Steam wish
but you've
list
never
right
made a
now,
first
but
one.
Let's talk about all the games that we
Then
actually
people start
saw in
Googling
this
the first
category.
one,
I'm going to throw it up to the
increases the
second best
SEO of the
gamer
second
in
one.
OTK, NMP LOL.
Okay, Rich, excuse me. If I'm not the first best, then who's the first best? Sorry, we're getting distracted here. Clearly, I'm the best gamer.
What'd I tell you?
We just saw a whole bunch of
NMP
awesome
says he's a
adventure
gamer.
games.
Soda's gonna be like,
Ardo,
well,
Biogun,
actually,
Below
here's
the
some
Stone,
good things about it.
Figment
Sears gonna
2,
make a dumb joke.
I loved them all.
And then
Chance, what
Bruce
was
is
your,
gonna go,
what was your favorite?
all right,
That's not how we're
relax.
supposed
I
to do
think
it.
it's a cool game, though.
Okay. Well, out of all of those, I was going to say Ardo was my favorite
Yeah,
initially.
perfect. Let's do it.
I like the hack and slash, the colors being splashed around as you're kind of running through. You can see that it's like it's white and bland, but as your character moves on, it kind of unloads all those beautiful colors. But not also the combat looks fluid. It looks good. It looks like a really solid hack and slash, along with just looking gorgeous. But I'm a little torn because, you know, after hearing the dev with Below the Stone, that looks really good. You know, I like gear. Gear is so satisfying to receive. I don't know, maybe Ardo has it too, but I'm torn. You know, all the games look really good.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, I'd go with Ardo.
Seer, how'd you feel about Ardo?
So Ardo is absolutely beautiful. I love that it's got a riveting soundtrack as well. I'm somebody that, like, I need to have my headphones on. I want to feel like I'm inside that game. I want my ears being, you know, pounded by good riveting soundtrack.
Hey, yo.
Well, as Chance said, Below the Stone, you know, you can craft your own gear after hearing the dev. It's like a survival hardcore roguelike.
You don't even know what he was talking about.
I don't think you know what he was. You're chatting, you know. I respect it, though. I'm more of a, like, Creed Valley type of guy.
Yeah.
The
So
soundtrack, it sounds like a bedtime story that you never want to end, you know?
really,
Some cool shit.
so Creed Valley, Figment 2, that was your favorite one.
I say it's my favorite because of the soundtrack. Like, the soundtrack makes you glue your eyes on
I want to watch this with Charlie.
pay attention to what's going to happen next. So.
Yeah, it was cute. It was adorable. You know, Figment had some really. We're talking about Figment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had some really cute music.
Holy
you see
shit.
the whole scene where he's
He's a
walking
bread
over
burrito.
the piano. It's very music driven.
Crisp
So-
animation, voice acting, and I look forward to winning all of these games as well, Chance.
Yeah.
You literally don't even know.
React-
A lot of
to the
these are
reaction?
adventure games. You can't really beat other people.
I'll check the Ackman stuff
I feel like
after.
y'all gaming time has passed. Everybody at this
Apparently
table
there's
is on
already a new
40
update,
plus.
so
Bro, no.
I'll check it after.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I am really good at video games. Okay.
Like,
But no one asked, but my favorite game actually so far of the 4 is actually Below the Stone. Like Chance and the progression and just being able to
Thanks, Resub
get
Extra.
gear, craft
Sit, man.
gear. And then, I just learned from the dev interview that, if you
Okay,
if you
everybody's
die,
Resub
talking. I'm
Extra.
here. I'm
all-
leaving. I'm leaving. You guys made me uncomfortable.
you
lose it all.
And that to me is really, really, really exciting.
It was interesting to see his take on the roguelike boss fights, which boss fights, in my opinion, are the most important part of these kind of games, and they look solid. You know, there's a little bullet hell kind of dodging here and there. The gameplay looks fun. I get some Super Meat Boy vibes.
Jay, you know what we should do?
Platformer. Just kind of based on the looks
We
of it.
need like
I
a
saw the
gaming
clip of the
marathon.
Doctor injecting the needle. You know,
There are
the
so many
theme of it
games
is
that I haven't
also
played that I have to
Music is
beat.
good. Looks like a solid game.
Yeah,
Excited.
this game actually reminds me of an old school game like Mega Man, like back when
y'all was old.
I've beaten
Yep,
Hades.
never mind.
Stop saying Hades.
I think
I
it's
played a bunch of
43.
Hades on
Proved my
stream.
point.
So Bruce,
Like,
how do you feel about Biogun there, huh?
I like it.
Yeah?
It reminds me of a computer lab game I used to play in 5th grade.
So
Like a
about
subathon?
45
No.
years ago?
No.
Like a week
Yesterday?
of gaming.
I don't want to do quick math. That's kind
Okay.
of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, which game here is more likely to keep
Persona
you up past
5.
8 p.m.?
I would be able to beat one game in a
okay.
week.
we're not going to turn this into making fun of me, okay? I'm 27 years old, okay? I'm young.
Did you die soon?
Okay. Guys, remember, chat, if you guys want to, you guys can vote for your favorite in Discord. Right now, it's OTK Network Discord. Make sure you go in there and vote. Yeah, I think we're ready to get a quick sandwich, go to the bathroom.
Good job, Nick.
And yeah, we'll be right back after these.
They need to be like 5 to 10 hour games.
Drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl.
You think you can search the house for something that can help us?
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta go.
I don't want to be in here anymore, okay?
What the hell am I watching?
How do I look?
Hey, big guy, come here.
Oh, it's a mobile game?
What do I do?
Shotgun, sniper rifle.
Whoa, it's me! Look out!
How the hell is she alive?
Are you serious? You were gonna let me get eaten by a zombie?
Zombies!
The only way that we're gonna survive
Bro, you are
out there
non-stop in need of rubs and pets.
is if we work together now.
I'm
Hey,
so
put your
over
hands where I can
zombies.
see 'em. No,
I'm gonna
you
shoot
don't
you.
believe.
I'm zombied out, man. It's been a decade.
Live here.
The graphics of this game are kind of mid. True. The graphics are mid and the characters are all unrealistic. Like, there's no way that they would be together after he left her to die.
Join us.
We just got to watch a little peek from one of our sponsors about eating brains, but now we have a whole game category for the glowy brains. It's one of my favorite types of games. It's none other than strategy.
Oh. I thought it was a zombie category. Okay, all right. This is Stan's category. Stan's fucking loves strategy
When
games.
we're actually looking at
He's
these
trying to be strategy
games,
gamer
we
of the
have
year.
a huge list of very different types of games, so I'm excited to just peel through this category. The first one is unlike anything I've really ever seen before. Asma and I have spent a lot of time talking about this one. It's from Tucana Interactive, and it's called Dwarf Romantic.
Ooh, I already like it. It just looks like Catan. Catan? Catan? I love hexagons because I saw one YouTube video about how hexagons are the best shape in the world. I can't actually tell you one reason why anymore because I watched a video 8 months ago, but I like hexagons now. This game's been out for a while? Really? Dwarf Romantic. It does look familiar. Has Stans played this? NFTs? Aren't NFTs more pentagony? Actually, no, they are hexagony. Dwarf Romantic. I don't know what the fuck that game is about after reading that trailer, but tight.
That one looks really relaxing to play. I'm very excited to actually check it out. The first time that we watched that trailer with Asmon, he actually turned to me and he went, "Wow, dude, look at that tree, dude. Wow."
Why is this Asmon actually just Owen Wilson?
Man.
Yeah.
What can I say?
His
And you
Asmon Golden
guys,
Press
you
is
can
just
play it
Owen
right
Wilson.
now. It's already available on Steam, so you can go ahead and download it. And the next game that we're going to be taking a look at, we have some surprises for this one. They're actually going to have an exclusive going on for everybody watching the Games Expo. But before we take a look at that, let's take a look at the trailer. It's from Phobia, and it's called Destiny's Divide.
A single warrior.
Thanks for the membership, Sean.
One small decision can turn the tide of battle in the war.
I had this thought the
mortals
other
and
day.
gods.
Card games are fucking dead
Every
to me. TFT and other auto battlers like Super Auto Pets are just card games that are more fun to look at.
Stand in the face.
Like, we don't need to have cards anymore. This shit ain't Yu-Gi-Oh! We can actually just make the monsters real. It's a video game. You know? Don't make them cards. Inscription. I haven't played it, but I feel like that's a bad example because it's a what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it bends the form of a card game from what I've heard about it. It is not a generic card game.
Embrace the power of Matai.
I do think I'd like Inscription a lot. Slay the Spire. That's like a roguelike card game, right?
Destiny's Divide. Coming soon.
Well, I absolutely love card games. You've probably
Yeah,
seen
Inscription's
the
one of the
opening
games I'd want to
packs
play
just
in
about
our
everybody's
card in our
stream, but
video
there's
game
something about
marathon week.
A card game and actually having the particle
Add it to the
effects
list,
from a game
Inscription.
as well, that really gets me excited. And also, I'm excited for the exclusive that you guys will be able to grab. You can visit Destiny'sDivide.com, and if you play
Don't look
at least one
up
game,
spoilers.
you're going to
What
be
do you
able to grab
think I
a
am,
skin that is
Aiden?
only available
I'm not gonna look
for
up
the
a
next
spoiler for
24
something I'm
hours.
trying to
And that's
play.
I'm not sure if you've seen this yet, but it actually kind of looks like you in, I don't know, maybe a month or two from now.
Ball joke.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it looks just like you.
Oh my god. Like, wait. The last time I saw this, I thought he had hair.
Yeah, no, maybe the skin is
take
live
that out? Did they
updating.
get rid of it?
It's live updating.
Okay. I swear to God, we saw this picture like 3 days ago. It had hair, and now he's completely bald.
I think the devs are trying to tell you something.
I think
It's a tough world out here for the
I'm gonna
balding.
be honest. Okay, so you can
Destiny's Divide.
Chat, press
Destiny's
1 if you're
Divide,
balding
guys.
or bald.
Get it today, and you get this great skin.
Lots of skin on the top of the head. You can
Two,
check
if you
it
have a
out
full head
right
of
now.
luscious,
Do
beautiful
not
hair
forget to add
that
it
will
to your
never
Steam
go
wish
away.
list and head over to the website. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get that exclusive skin, only available for the next 24 hours for people who watched.
That's
the
right,
Games
baby.
Expo. But we got a little bit more to look at inside of the strategy category. This one's coming from Sunspear
Jimmy,
Games,
thank you for the
and
membership.
it's called Immortal Gates of Pyre.
Kirano, thank you for the gift. Member tier. Why are you on the gift tier, Kirano? Kirano. Everybody at Kirano. And call them stupid. I appreciate the $5, but make it 1, Kirano. This looks as foreign to me as StarCraft. This is like an RTS.
Right, slows down, and this is an awful fight for Santa. He's got to get back into the protection, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough.
Spend his money on a Citadel. This could be a really good opportunity.
Snipes. Four strikes coming down through the whole army. It's all Bone Stalkers, and now they're all dead.
Aren't RTS games
There's
dead?
no alloy coming
Yeah,
in because
they
there's
are.
Pete Sapari in the back of the
Oh,
base.
no,
it's
there's no
HP.
But
Nothing
like,
at all.
those Sapari-
Oh my God.
Dead
Sapari
just
was
means
gonna
they're not
take
the
it
most
out.
popular genre
Oh
anymore.
my God.
People still enjoy them. The StarCraft killer? The StarCraft killer is called Time. How do I change to $1
Getting
sub?
to
Cam.
take a look at an RTS game definitely gets me very excited. I don't think
easy.
I'd be standing in this arena right now if it wasn't for the RTS
Modge, how do you
genre
do it
and
again?
everything that it did do for esports. So getting to look at a game following in that legacy, very, very inspiring. But we also get to talk to the game director, Coulter, and he is with Asmon right now. Let's hear about the RTS.
Hey, what's going on, Coulter? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's
He's
good
on
to
the
be on
Zoom call.
stream. What's up, chat?
It's good to
Hey,
have
chat.
you here.
Oh,
I mean,
Coulter.
honestly, it's been a long time since we had an RTS game come out. I mean, I'm sure you remember just as well as I do. There's the new Command & Conquer every single year. A new Age of Empires. Now there's not a whole lot anymore. So what inspired you to make this game?
So we started right when the big dip in RTS being released happened, and it just it basically came down
We
to
saw everybody leaving the
absolutely
genre
wanted to
and
make a
thought,
game
let's get
to
in
share with our
there.
friends. Right, like smashing armies with a friend, seeing stuff blow up in that big spectacle way. That's
the
something we
worst
tried
thing
to
you
do,
could start.
but
That's the
people
worst
just kept
time.
Bouncing off the difficulty curve. I mean, sometimes RTSs are infamous for it, and that's something we set out to
It's
solve.
not the
so
stock
that, like,
market.
You could share with your friends.
It's
or
not like
could
you
have
can
fun in
buy the
genre
dip on
in a way
RTSs.
that you haven't been able to do before. So that's really what it was all about, and now we're seeing a renaissance. There are so many RTS games in development. some of
Unless?
them very big titles, and so we are working to redefine what RTS means to so many people who have felt excluded from the genre while still delivering that hardcore.
Thank you, Lou the
competitive
Panda,
experience for people who
Bernardo,
love that.
Preston.
Well, like whenever you talk about like, differentiating yourself from like the other games, and like you're definitely right. Like I think that what is StarCraft? You have to have 180, 200 APM or something like that now. It's insane. It's crazy how high the skill gap gets with these RTS.
When will you
games.
play SAP
So
again?
what's
I've
different
been
about
thinking
them
about it
versus
ever
a
since
lot
I
of these other
beat
strategy games?
Drewsom's
Can you
ass
get into a little
yesterday,
bit of that?
15-0.
Yeah, so during that time, early on in our development, we were really focused on, okay, how
Kelsey, thank
can
you.
we deliver that depth? We've seen other people attempt to make this genre more accessible, and they'll lose
Is
the
Cody
magic
Co
in the
actually
process
coming
by
to Mogul Money Live? Yeah, he
and
is.
so this was a massive effort to really see, okay, can we do this? Can we get the silver bullet we haven't seen before? And so this was really a community thing. We started as a team of modders. We added industry professionals as we went along. But ultimately, we got that hardcore delivering experience with
See
that
Drewsom when
much,
he's
much
warm,
more
he was
fun
at
to
work.
jump into
So
it.
was I. I'm at work
You only
right
need to know
now.
3 buttons to play Immortal and have fun.
Okay.
We let you get to the fun with 3 buttons, which is just completely unlike what's come before.
Yeah, that's definitely a great thing. I think
Thank
that
you, Nathan.
especially like
Josiah?
even games like Age of Empires that seem like super simple, they become incredibly complex by how seriously the players make them and everything like that. And I guess I want to ask, like, so for strategy fans, anybody like that, how can they support this project?
So the thing that they can do is tune
You know
into
what'd
our
be
Discord.
sick?
We're in
An
closed alpha right now.
RTS of
There
League
are
of
keys
Legends.
going out via the streamers that we work with and via our Twitter. So the Discord should be posted in the chat here. So jump in there, check out what's going on. And because we're that community-oriented company, we really want to get your feedback, your first impressions.
So
and if
League
you
of
get a key,
Legends?
your
No.
first
But like one person
I think that makes
controlling
a lot of
all
sense,
5
especially since you're a team of
champions and the
modders
minion
everything.
waves.
So you're very used to kind of taking something and then, you know, appreciating that feedback and that iteration. And so that's really great to hear. Thanks a lot for coming on, Culture. I really appreciate it.
Against
Good luck
one
with the game.
person controlling all 5 champs and the minion waves.
I'm really happy to see these kinds of games, man. I am. Like, it's been a long time since we've had some strategy
So like
games
Warcraft
come out,
3?
and it's
Yeah.
nice to see them.
Yeah, and there's
It
so
is.
many different like kind of subgenres inside of strategy.
Yeah, I think that's starting to what's starting to happen.
But League of Legends.
Yeah, guys, join the Discord if you want to be a fan of Immortal, and we'll go on to the next one.
Yeah, you
That is
talk
just
about all the
Warcraft
different
3.
subgenres
Yeah,
that
in
are going on
Valorant it's just
inside of
CS:GO,
strategy.
in League of
We're gonna
Legends
be
it's just
taking a
Dota
look
2.
right now
And
at
both
the
those
Tower
games have
Defense.
fucking
It's
stomped their
called
predecessors.
Spirits of the Elements.
What
and
do you
it's
want
from
from me?
Hippo Rider Games.
Valo never stomp CS. You're in denial. I mean, look, I can only speak for the North American market. I can't speak for the European market. Surely in Russia, CSGO is bigger. But there has not been a day on Twitch where CSGO is beating Valorant unless there's a major.
Looking forward to taking more of a look at a tower defense as well to try to see, you know, how many mobs are actually coming out at a time, how the game actually all comes together.
Oh, I think that looks really cool, especially the fact that you can change the lanes. Like, there's not a lot of tower defense games that let you do that unless you go to, like, Warcraft 3 custom games or something like that. So, yeah, I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we have seen a game like that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a deeper look soon. We're going to get to talk about these games, but we have one more inside of this genre, and it's from Tragsoft, and it is called Koromon.
I think there's also more people who play Valorant. Valorant's just an easier game to get into. CSGO, you can't just download the game and play it. You have to get Face It, otherwise you'll have a miserable interface experience. I also think Valorant's doing a way better job at being, like, approachable for women who want to play the game. Wrong. Are you being facetious? Do you think that CSGO is an easy game to get into? Okay, I'll do a $10,000 bet with anyone in chat. Which game has more players and viewers in 2 years? I'm down.
Koromon is now available for download on Steam, so
I
if
think
you
it's
wanna
bigger
check
right
it
now.
out, you can do just that. But I want to check out all of these games just a little bit more. And lucky for us, Asmon is standing by with Emeru and Tecto.
I just think there's
to talk
more of an
about
attachment to
everything that we saw
CSGO
in
because it's the
strategy.
cooler game.
I mean, I'll have to
But
say,
I feel like it's as much
am-
copium as saying that Melee is
be
bigger
honest,
than
like,
Ultimate.
I'm really excited for Immortal. Like, I think that game looks really cool. And as somebody who played a lot of StarCraft 2 whenever it first came out, and all RTS games from like the 2000s and the 90s, I am just super hyped about it. But what do you guys think? Amy, what do you think?
I think the game that stands out to me most is Spirits of the Elements. I've always been a big fan of TD games since I was a kid playing balloons in the computer lab, and I think that something that separates good TD games from okay ones is visuals and sound effects. And there was a lot
CSGO
going
had the
on in that
largest
trailer that-
indoor
Like,
tournament
badass
ever.
explosions.
Yeah, like it really draws you in. Yeah.
So there was like, what, a few thousand sweaty people in a room? What does that amount to?
Innovation and modernized version of the classics.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw. People have been saying that gaming's been dead for years. Today, I feel like a little bit of life was breathed into the whole gaming sphere.
Well, I think that's one of the best things about going and looking at a lot of these indie games is that people have like these ideas, and it can be small studios. You have games like Vampire Survivors, right? 1-2 guys make this game. It's a massive hit. Everybody plays it.
I feel like what I'm saying is that Valorant is a larger game than CSGO, and what you guys are applying is no, CSGO is larger in esports specifically, which is a much smaller part of gaming as a whole. Esports is a very, 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 very small part of esports.
I got my ass beat. I'm gonna be
Or
honest.
excuse me, of
And
gaming.
I stopped playing a game. I got so upset. And so I might try this one out too, just to see what it's like.
And like gameplay is super important to me, but like, dude, I'm 1 year older than NMP,
Yeah.
and that dude's been having a midlife crisis for about a decade now. So like, I'm not too worried about the gameplay anymore. I want to hear good soundtracks and art style. Ardo, oh my God, looked amazing. As well as what Figment 2 looked beautiful, and the soundtrack of what Beneath the Rock.
Yeah.
There's been some real good shit.
Yeah. I think the sound and everything
CSGO has
like
more
that
monthlies
does really
than
make a big
Valo.
difference.
Valo
Is that,
doesn't release those, so you're
especially,
just
like,
making
what
things
Amy,
up.
You were talking about with like having the graphics and like the
Right.
explosions, just having them be visually appealing. Like this stuff happens, it's on the screen and just pops off. Like
it has
that's
to be
so
satisfying.
Yes,
Yeah.
like the visual appeal of Neo Dash 2, good lord.
Yeah.
It
Oh
looked
my.
beautiful.
I think this is really funny because like you probably sat up here like we're talking about like just a certain amount of games, strategy games, bro. You're bringing up all the games.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude,
you're
I'm
ready
getting
to talk about
sensory
this.
overloaded. There's been so many bangers, man. I'm sorry.
I understand that. I feel the same way, man. Like I'm very, very excited. Especially as I said, especially the Immortal game, right? Like I see this and it reminds me of like, StarCraft 2. It gives me that same vibe. And I am just so excited to see that. Especially like I'm really curious to know like what do they mean about like making it easier to do, right? Like what's the micro in this game? How do you have to play it? Like what's it really about? And that's what I'm really curious about as well.
Yeah, with the tower defense too. Like I have no idea how they're gonna do. What is that? Open lane tower defense?
Yeah.
I've never seen that ever.
I have no idea. Yeah, I haven't played hardly any tower defense games at all, but I've done like, I guess, a little bit of the Warcraft 3 ones and then also the balloons. And as I said, every single time I do it, I just try to make a bunch of the most powerful units. And then whenever that stops working, I usually rage quit the game. So I'm curious to see how far I'll go
You
with
have
this.
to try new strategies.
Yeah, that's the part where it doesn't work because
I think TF2 is bigger than both.
Beat my head on the wall until I break through, you know. But there's some games that just don't let me do that, and I'm excited, especially whenever you have like these more off-the-wall solutions, because I think really what Tectone, you were saying about like gaming being dead, right? What does that really mean? It means like the ideas that people have had for like let's say 15 years for a game like tower defense, right? It's something that like for the first time you think to yourself, you know what? Maybe it doesn't actually have to play like that. Maybe we don't need to have like established lanes. Maybe it doesn't need to do this exact thing. Same with Immortal.
Exactly, because like there's a lot of companies that are like afraid to innovate. Like we're like why try something new when you can already do what what works? But like I think we've seen a lot of innovation tonight, 100%.
Oh, I'm very excited. I certainly am. Like I think I might try I'm probably gonna play that Elements game. I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna see what it's like. Yeah, absolutely. But guys, I want to say again, is that just make sure that you guys vote for
CSGO's
the games
10
that
times
you
the
guys
players of
enjoy a
TF2?
lot. We're gonna
Wrong.
have the Discord link again in chat. It's on the OTK
TF2
Network
players play on
Discord
private servers.
because,
You wouldn't know
as I
about
said
them.
before, $50,000 as well as some PCs, some Razer PCs powered by Intel are going to be provided for you all today, and for these these different studios that win. So anyway, I'm pretty much good. Hey, how do you guys feel about them?
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. Well, Rich, go on ahead. I'm ready.
They have
I'm
700,000
very
players that
excited
are
for
just
this next
bots
genre.
alone.
As somebody who's been told that he looks like Luigi his entire life, the next category definitely really does resonate with me. It's time for platformers. This next one also resonates with me as well because when you actually do look at how the controls work, the legs are going to be even more awkward than my jokes. It's Lock
What's the
Pickle's
last
new
great
game,
platformer?
Robatry.
Celeste? There's a game that's exactly like this. We've played it. We've played a game exactly like this. No, not Quap. Heave ho. Yeah, heave ho. There's also a game in the Game Jam like it. The Game Jam was sick. I was talking to Nick. I was like, about doing a film,
I've
film
always
jam,
been
a film
huge
festival.
fan of games like Robotry, where you actually do have.
There's actually talented people that watch.
Played a lot of co-op and games like that. So excited to see everything Robotry will bring to the table. You can add it to your Steam wishlist right now, so you can see as soon as it is available. Now, the next game is unlike anything that we've seen yet today.
Film Fest.
It's from Biscuit Locker, and it's called
Like a
the
game jam,
Catbox
but for
Paradox.
films. Trying to figure out how the cat is switching colors. Dude, this game would frustrate me so much. Coots and anti-Coots.
I'm really cheering for that little guy. When you actually do watch the cat running around, you think about the Schrödinger paradox and how it's both alive and dead at the same time, much like my streaming career. But for this one, we actually do get to
Thank you,
hear
Oni, for the
more
membership.
about the game's development. This is one of the most heartwarming stories that I actually got to hear leading
In
into
Pixel
the Games
Titan?
Expo. Asmon's going to be talking to
Where's
both
Coots?
of the
She's actually
devs
sleeping right
now.
here. I could throw on
They're
cat
named Mr. Ben and Mr. Bob's, and they actually put this game together right around the beginning of COVID as a way to kind of stay in touch. I don't want to say too much about it. I'll let them actually talk about the creation of the game. And you can actually download Catbox Paradox right now. It's available for download on Steam. So if you want to check it out during the Games Expo, you can go ahead and do that before we take even this deeper look at what went into the development process and what the game's all about and what the goal actually was for making this game. Because like I said a little bit earlier, it really is one of those games that going into the Games Expo, we heard the story about the game's development, and that was one of the reasons that we did want to put it into the spotlight and actually get to check it out. We only have 3 games as well in the platformer category, so after we check out this interview, we're going to be jumping into the last one. And we have a few more genres as well. We're going to take a look at some of the genres that we are going to be looking at today as we get ready for that interview. We already, I think, covered about 4 of them. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at party games. From there, we're going to be taking a look at shooters as well. And I believe after that, we're going to be getting into the simulation games. I'm very excited to check out that category and see everything that Seer has to say about that. But when we do put our attention back on the platformers, we have a lot of surprises in the final game as well.
When you're trying to
And
hit your
for the
essay
Catbox
word cap.
Catbox Paradox, we do have
A little bit of fill and never hurt nobody.
Here with Asmongold. So I can see Asmongold right now, very excited to get his chance to actually talk about it. Asmon, what did you think about that game?
I thought it was cool, man. Like, I gotta go back and watch the trailer. So the cat goes black and white back and forth. I think that's pretty, like, I've never seen something that does that before. And I think it's an interesting game. I think
That's half
one
the
of the,
job
one
of
the most,
hosts
the coolest things
is
about
just
looking at some
stalling.
of these games is like taking a completely new idea, a completely new perspective on something and trying something that, especially, I think one aspect of this that's really underplayed is the visual identity of it, because it looks very appealing. It looks like something that you've never really seen something
Production's
like that
nice,
before in
but
the
the
same
content
way.
feels stretched.
Obviously, like the graphics.
I just
again,
feel like they don't have any
I
huge
forgot who it was that
games
mentioned
that
this.
usually
Bruce
draw the
talking
people
about
in to
games they
watch
played in
these
the
sorts of
computer
things.
lab in 5th grade.
And it's
I think
much
I was
more
doing a
indie
lot of
game
that
based,
back whenever I was about high
which is
school
still
at that
cool.
time. And so yeah, I love these
to
games.
put them on
I think
display.
they're really cool, and especially whenever they have like a cool little gimmick like that gives you a little bit of like.
But
kind of
presumably
a,
they do
you know,
this,
back and forth,
and then next year
the
bigger
co-op
games
game,
are more in,
jumping
like
around
they're like,
and
oh, you got
everything.
100,000
like
viewers,
that?
we'll
Yeah, I mean,
let
that's
you
one
show
of
our
those
game.
games where instantly you're going to see a lot of streamers play it and they're going to freak out. Like, you'll even see the people who, as much as they try, they stream, but they're not necessarily good at games. Like Quinn, I am currently better than him at Diablo. It's not
I'm pretty
a
sure that's
huge
the
deal,
goal
but
here.
you know what is a huge deal? How great the Catbox Paradox does look. I just got word that the interview is ready. Asmon, let's actually learn about the game.
All right, yeah, I'm very excited about this. So thank you all very much, Mr. Ben and Mr. Bobs, for joining us. And I'm really kind of curious. I've heard that you all have a pretty interesting story of how you became friends and when you guys started making games together. So how did it all happen?
Hi. We started making games when we were children, back in school. And,
Ben Bobs sounds like a
games
fake
on
name.
On the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. We programmed them in BASIC, and we released them on tape.
Oh, wow.
So a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then it was a brief hiatus of 30 years, I think, and then we thought we'd have a go again. So we took up Godot during lockdown and tried to make a game. And, kind of prototyped a few ideas, and then it just kind of went on from there, really.
That is crazy. So 30 years y'all went on hiatus, came back, you make this game, it's on the expo and everything. That's a cool story. I like that a lot. What's the game about? Is like the cat, like it changes colors? How's
yeah,
that work?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, it's based on the Schrodinger's cat paradox about a cat being both simultaneously dead or alive, and we've sort of symbolised that with the black and white
Nobody
colours.
tees it up
So
quite
during the
like
game, you can
Asmongold,
switch,
man.
using the button just to switch between the black cat and the white cat. And as a black cat, you can't touch anything that's white, and as a white cat, you can't touch anything that's black. Although that's quite a simple mechanic overall, we've really had fun trying to see sort of where that idea can take us, and we've hopefully come up with lots and lots of ideas, making a kind of fast-paced and fun little, with lots and lots of variety as well, a little platform game.
So what you're telling me is that the world has
cool.
Warcraft?
Like, I can see it being one of those things where it's like it seems really simple to do, and then whenever you actually start playing the game, you just get your ass beat. And so I'm pretty excited to see that, absolutely. And what really was your goal with making this game?
Really just have a bit of fun and challenge ourselves and sort of make something like we wanted to make when we were kids. And in that
Yusuf,
kind of,
thank you.
Era. But obviously we couldn't. And then nowadays it's so much easier and so much better. So yeah, it was really just to have a bit of fun. And we got a lot of positive feedback from playtesters and players, and we just thought, well, we should put it out there.
That is honestly, like, for me personally, I think that's
Played,
really
I think
cool
like
because
10
whenever
members
I was
today.
a
I'm
kid,
doing
I
very
did like
well.
animation and other types of stuff like that. And it's like back then the technology you had was just like so much worse. So like going back and seeing what people are capable of doing now and like really kind of finishing the unfinished is
Ludwig
really
pronounced
awesome.
an Arab name
So
right. Oh my
thank
god.
you guys so much. And the game is available right now on Steam. Is that right?
Assalamu alaikum.
Awesome. Yep. Okay, yeah. So if anybody wants to go and play Catbox Paradox, you can go ahead and do that right now on
Sorry,
Steam.
Vex, my bad.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bob and Mr. Ben. I appreciate it, and good luck with the future of your game.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you.
Man, like, I
Close
think
it
that
out.
is like, I think that's really cool. Like me and two of my friends, whenever we were in, like on summer vacation, we made these like animation games together, and I don't know, it's like very nostalgic for me to see that, even though it's never really happened to me. It's just like, I remember how cool that was, and seeing two guys come together and do that after so many years is just very personal for me.
Yeah, no, it's a great thing to see, and also when you start to look at the mechanics of it as well, that simple mechanic has a lot of potential to really just change how the entire game
Anthony,
does work.
thank
But
you.
we have one more
Escavalier,
game here
thank you.
in our platformers
Timmy
that
Chip.
we are going to be talking about, and for this one, I don't know what else to say besides the fact that my excitement is almost as huge as its creator's ego. This one is made by Mizkif, and it's called Unrooted.
It's Mizkif's game. Whoa. I didn't know he was still working on this. He's been working on a, I think it's supposed to be like a Jump King-esque game. I mean, it looks pretty good. You're like a little tree sapling. There's a jump and then a second pole mechanic. It kind of feels like golfing over it. It looks
you
pretty
wanna
good.
Stay up to date with everything with this game. You can follow him on Twitter right now @UnrootedGame. And we're going to get to talk to the developer.
Wait, why is it a
just
Maya game?
A little bit more. Mizkif, he's sitting with Asmon and Emeru right now. Let's hear about Unrooted.
Yeah, this game has actually been a passion project for the past 2 years. I'm actually kind of nervous about this because I know people have been asking about this game. I've gotten hundreds of Reddit posts. Asmon, is that really what you're going to look like when I'm shouting out my game?
Oh, no, I was thinking about something else, that's all.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. So a lot of people have been asking about this game, and I'm super excited to finally talk about it. Basically how it happened is I was at an airport, and I was playing platformers. I've been playing platformers pretty much every day for the past few years. I love Jump King. I love other platformers. Jump King is really good. And
you just like Jump King,
I always
man.
wanted to be able to make one of these games. I always wanted to create one, and I thought the best way to do it was with my community. But it wasn't. Because what happened was I hired a bunch of people from my community, and they all lied about what their resumes were, and they actually couldn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, I've done that before, yeah.
So I had to rehire a bunch of people, and I was able to hire an amazing team from my community still. We have some crowd favorites, this girl named Courtney. She's in my chat right now. And we have Coaster Music as well, who made a lot of the music in the game.
Coaster!
And it's just been a crazy project for the past 2 years. I never knew how expensive making a game really was.
So speaking of expensive, how many microtransactions are you going to have in the game?
Well, I was getting to that. So right now, it's an expensive game. We will have NFTs available right after this.
Okay.
So if you guys want to follow the Unrooted Twitter, it is Unrooted Game on Twitter, I believe. But yeah, it's just a passion project that we've been working on. The artwork is fantastic.
So yeah, anyway, guys, Uprooted. I think
cat
it's
game.
great.
Cat game?
The cat. I like the cat game too. Like
yeah, cool
honestly,
platformer mechanics.
I think it was like a really cool like back and forth where you could go in the black and white, and it was like life and death and all that kind of stuff. It was a really, really new idea that just completely changed everything.
Yeah, I like the zero gravity stuff on the platforms.
Yeah, you go up in the air and you fly around. I mean, Miz, the Catbox game was good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Catbox game was very good. I like the devs. They're very nice. My devs are actually great too. But the cat game was fantastic. I love it. I think chat's going to love this one. It's very creative, and the devs working together, it's a very nice story.
It's a very nice story. I certainly like it a lot. And all right, okay, no memes. That's the first time I really saw the trailer. It actually looks pretty good, dude.
You right?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It actually looks good.
So we actually copied Ori and the Blind Forest because that game sold really well.
That's good because you just do something that somebody else does.
Yeah.
So it's like your stream.
That's terrible.
Exactly. You're talking to me.
That's
I know you're going to
terrible.
react to this when you go home.
No, of course I will.
The Ori and the
I'll be like, wow,
dude,
that was a good
terrible.
joke. That was really funny there. Yeah, true myself. Exactly.
Go back to the cat game.
Yeah, chat, for
Asmon
any of
was
these
right
games
to cut
you
him
guys
off.
see right now, you can head over to the Discord, which is, I believe, the OTK Discord. Go head over there. There is a panel or a place you can vote for all the games. Like Asmon said, first place gets $30,000. I believe second place gets $20,000, right?
Yep, and they both get a Razer
Dude, imagine
PC
Mizkif
that's got
wins.
Intel inside of it too. Intel stuff.
And he
powered
gets
by Intel.
$30K?
I think that's a lot, especially. I mean, PC is getting a whole gaming PC now. Especially, I don't know really how bad the clip shortage is now, but it's over $1,000. That's a lot of money. So for people that want to develop a game and actually render it and make it work the way they want, I think this is a tremendous bonus for them because you got to keep in mind, like for every massive game developer that are making
would be
millions
rigged.
of dollars because they've got
there's no way
18
that they
different
would
kinds
let
of
you
loot
vote for
boxes
Miz.
in the game. I'm not thinking about anybody in particular,
Yeah,
but
'cause
any of
that'd
that
be
kind
insane.
of stuff, for
It'd
every
be like
one of
the
those,
episode of The
there's
Office,
hundreds of people, thousands
where
of people out
Jim
there trying
wins
to just
Employee
make
of the Month.
a little game, something, just a little bit of something special, and that's what we really want to empower today and make happen. So I'm excited. I am. I think it's cool, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen with these other games.
Me too. I think these games are looking very good right now. And I also want to say
It'd be like
thank
if I
you to
won
chat.
Streamer of the Year at my girlfriend's
we are
event.
watching. Don't worry. Nick's refreshing live stream fails as we speak. We are seeing what you guys are saying, and the support is absolutely unreal. Thank you guys so much for being kind to every game and everybody on this stream. It is fantastic. So thank you.
Mizkif is farming hearts, so you download his game.
Hell
So
yeah.
it comes out winter 2022
Okay.
right now. There's an NFT available.
All right, so you can download that right now. You mint it right now. Put in your password. Do they need to put in their credit card now, or is that later?
You can put it in later. It's fine.
Okay, all right, that's
don't
great.
worry about it. PayPal works.
Okay, yeah, just direct to you.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
that's
of
okay
course.
with you.
All right, that makes sense. You know, for tax reasons and everything. Emmy, how excited on a scale of 1 to 10 are you to play Mizkif's game?
Like a 3. No, like a 10. It looks sick.
There you
Wow,
go.
a 10. Oh my
Save.
God, guys, that's so great. Wow.
I was fine with the 3. I was honestly okay with that. Just play the game. That's all I care about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's whatever.
Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And we're going to move on to our next section. But again, guys, I want to remind you just one last time, please make sure to vote in the Discord for the games that you like the most. There's $50,000 on the line here on top of 2 PCs made by Razer, powered by Intel. So we're going to go on over to Rich, and we're going to continue the show.
Yeah, actually, when Mizkif was talking,
What the heck happened to Rich Campbell? Oh, it's a Razer commercial. The only Razer product that I like, that I have used ever, is their mouse. Their mouse is kind of goated. This fan is giving me chills, though. Which one? I'm not telling you. I'm not paid. Don't be a sheep for what product I like. Feels like there's not enough RBG. They need a little more Ruth Bader.
I want to give the biggest shout out ever to Razer right now. Them running that ad was the only way that we could get Mizkif to stop talking. But we got a brand new category coming up. It's none other
Red,
than
blue,
one of
green.
OTK's
Ruth Bader
favorites.
Ginsburg.
It's time to take a look at party games.
Have I met Joy the Anime Man? Didn't he land in LA like yesterday? No,
We
I
have
have
a
not.
whole bunch of games inside of this category, and we're looking at these right now, thinking about maybe playing them in OTK Game Night. The first one's coming from Chaotic Entertainment, and it is called Minigame Madness.
Oh, these are bros versus pros games? Or more like me, H-Rock Stands games? Okay, this is just crab game. Okay, just kidding. This is Mario Party minigames. Okay, no, it's crab game. Which honestly, oh no, I'm on board for. Crab game's great.
There is an early demo available for the game right now, so if you want to check it out and you can play with a few other people you're watching the Games Expo with, you can find some people to play in
Fall
chat.
Guys
and
is
for when the full release actually does come out, you can add that to
changing
your
soon, right?
Steam wish list.
They're making
so
it totally
you do
free and
not
doing an
miss
update.
anything. But
like
we're
this
gonna
month.
keep on moving, keep on checking out all of these party games.
should do a
The
big
next
Fall
one's
Guys
coming
event
from a
with
studio
streamers.
called Chua, and the game is called The Matriarch.
The Atrioc. This is just Promised Neverland, the video game. Oh no, it's Among Us. Asmongold? Did he just kill the matriarchy?
Did they add that? I did not see that when we watched the trailer.
So we watched these trailers before. It's new.
It's definitely new.
Yeah, church sure has changed since last time I went. I don't remember the upside down crosses and satanic rituals. Looks a lot more fun.
Looks pretty fun to me, and if you guys want to make sure that you don't miss any of that fun, you can add it to your Steam wishlist right now for when the game is released. And let's take a look at the next one. This one is coming from Fireline Games. Let's take a look.
I don't know if I've ever added a game to my Steam wishlist. Overcooked, but you're fixing a spaceship. Oh, that's a cool map. Yeah, this is a great premise. Every game's been done before. When I say overcooked, I don't mean it as like, oh, this game is no longer valuable because you can just play overcooked. I think it's a way for me to get context for what the game would be like to play when we cannot play it, but just watch the trailer.
I could actually talk about that one all day. Very excited to see more. If you are,
it could be way better than
sure
Overcooked.
To add it to your wish list so you don't miss anything. But there is also a download that is available for play today, so you can actually check it out and see it for yourself. And you're also going to see another game right now. This one's coming from RDBK Studios, and it is known as Renown.
Badass. That's definitely the Baltic region, Poland. Build a house, castle. You're telling me the main threat to this giant nation is one bay? Oh. Renown.
I'm not sure if McConnell's watching right now, but that game seems right up his alley.
Bro, I'm really excited about that game. That game looks.
I couldn't tell if you control one knight or you control all the
whenever
knights.
that comes out, me and McConnell are going to be building a castle together in that game. Oh my God, it's
Is it
exciting.
like
and we get to talk to
50-50?
these guys, right?
You get to right now.
Oh boy, I'm ready. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, Jesse, thank you very much for coming on and talking about the game Renown. I'm going to be honest,
No
man.
problem.
It looks fucking awesome. So, you guys, Rust
You can
came
see
out
such a
and
difference
it
from
came
when
out a while
Asmon is
ago,
truly
but it's
excited
had, like,
and when
a
he's just, you
massive
know,
renaissance.
being a
Everybody's
host.
been playing Rust nowadays. What made you want to do basically medieval Rust?
Well, I mean, it's been, it started probably 8 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
I went to RMIT, which is a school in Melbourne.
Okay.
And I met Charlie, who is the other co-founder of RDBK Studios. And it was actually the first conversation I had with him. He was explaining Rust to me. And it just sounded like the best game ever. I mean, I played it that night until the early hours of the morning. And from that moment,
Rust is a sick
that
game.
game was just, for me, the best experience so far. And also at the same time, we were playing Chivalry Medieval Warfare. And in the same sort of vein, the combat system was just so intuitive. And as we played both these games religiously for years, we just kept talking about this medieval survival that, raiding with trebuchets and battering rams and incorporating a directional-based combat system that it just eventually was so good of an idea we couldn't not make it.
OTK Medieval Rust server.
And then we finished school and we started, and from that point we just built a team. And they're just the most dedicated guys. Like it's unparalleled, the quality and speed we get through this stuff. It's fantastic.
I mean, the quality and the speed. That sounds good. When's it gonna come out, man?
Okay, so the timeline, I guess, from now to release is basically we've got Steam Next Fest happening on the 13th of June. So very, very soon, and we've got a combat demo that's free for people to play. So we implore you to come and give that a shot. It's just basically the combat version of the game. After that, maybe a month or two past that point, we've got Raid module, which is, if you imagine you took all the survival systems into a short sort of game mode, we're going to give that to our backers and testers to solidify those systems. It's basically like a small game where two teams fight together, they craft and build their castles.
The answer feels like it's much more convoluted.
All the systems in
than I was
one
hoping
place.
for here.
From there, test and create the full survival game from that testing period for hopefully a release in early access, maybe mid next year, we hope. But of course, these things change. But we can't wait to get it in your hands. That's for sure.
How many people can be on the server? Like, because I think about like a medieval fight. I'm thinking like Kingdom of Heaven, Lord of the Rings. There's a lot of people there. How many?
Well, we're hoping to have 100 players on a server. I mean, we never really envisioned Renown to be this huge battles. As much as it's cool, I'm sure some people will make some servers where that's possible.
Yeah.
But for us, it was actually like a core, like a little close-knit clan where you're
It's gonna take 2
people
years.
around you, fighting over hotspots of resources.
I don't blame
It's
them.
that sort of like social connections between smaller groups.
It's a
which
big
we
project.
Capitalize on for sure.
So you have like those small, like, what are you thinking, like 8-man teams, something like that, 4 to 8-man teams?
Exactly, literally. That's exactly what we're balancing to. And then we're going to be hopefully doing weekly wipe cycles. We might go to bi-weekly, but we think for the replayability, a week works quite well.
Okay, so it's going to be like you're going back and forth, you're building up, you're getting busted back down, you do it all over again. Is that basically it? Okay,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm excited. So June, what was it, 13th? Was that what you said?
That's correct. So Steam Next Fest.
Okay.
Free to play for anyone for about a week. So,
now this is
and
where
also
the
join
Rust
our Discord and let
devs
us know what you think, 'cause we really need that feedback.
sneaky.
Yeah, we just love
They
to know
come
your
out
thoughts, honestly.
with a new
Honestly,
Rust
man,
drop
I'm really excited
that
to do this
mods
game.
it so
thank
every
you so much
skin
for
looks
coming
like
on.
it's
Thank you so much
medieval.
for sharing it.
No problem.
And then
really
they just have
excited.
to
Thank you so much.
remove all the guns from the
Me
game.
too, me too. Thanks.
Add a
Thank you.
trebuchet. They
Absolutely.
can do that in
And
about
guys,
6
again,
months.
Renown,
Bing, bang, boom.
You guys can put it on your wish list now for Steam. But we've got
And
two
they have no
very
threat to themselves.
well-renowned gamers here. We have SFan TV and we have Jay Schlatt on to talk about these games. Schlatt, what do you think?
Make the game
Thank
good?
you
Wait,
so
really?
much,
I like
Hold
Rust.
on 1 second.
It looks good.
Shroud, you look so good right now, man.
Incredibly handsome.
And look, Asmund, I mean, look, you see a lot of these game genres that go back in time. This is one with Renown. I really feel like this is the perfect fit for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think, I mean, Asmund, you and I were cut from the same cloth. We like knights, armor, big frickin' swords. I think Renown looks really, really exciting. You know, it's just one of those games.
I'm so excited. Like, I remember I first started playing Rust whenever they had that first
I imagine Rust
server
pub
that we
servers
made
aren't
on
as fun.
Twitch with everybody on it. And, like, I had such a good time. I would steal everybody's horse on that server. It was great. It was one of my favorite things to do. I would take a day off of stream just so I could run around and hide under somebody's base and break it down. But, like, this, it's like especially – no, really, that's what I did. I would steal those things. I'd run them back to my stable.
I remember. I was playing. I would log in, and I think the first time I encountered your stable, I was just running around like off the side of a beach or something, and I see this big house, and I open it, and there's just horses lined up, and everybody's getting their horses stolen. They have no idea where they're going, and it's just, Asmund literally has like 20 horses sitting in this stable, and just you're a horse thief. I mean, you were collecting mounts even in Rust.
And what were you gonna do with those horses, man?
Well, usually, like, I would, honestly, the thing is that I had to build a bigger team because we employed one person just to feed all the horses.
Wow.
Yeah, like that. We turned this into an industry. So I'm really curious to see what this is going to be. Like, I look at the graphics, I look at the way the game plays, and it's
You
like,
liked Rust because
I mean,
of who
I
you
see
played with,
chopping
not
down
because the
trees,
game.
I'm thinking of,
No,
because
we played that one game that I didn't
new
fucking
world,
like at
late-night
all. Don't
experience
Starve
sitting
Together.
in the dark, and so I just
And
am
that blew.
so
And it was the
excited
same
to see
people.
this game. But there's a number of other ones as well. Like
There's so many good ones here.
which ones you like?
Well, I mean, Fueled Up looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just overcooked in space. I mean, that's the
Don't Starve's amazing.
formula in that.
Yeah.
I did not care for
I
it.
think the big thing too is we'll just tell them the truth, guys. We need some stream content, and we do our game nights every Wednesday. We do our OTK game nights every Wednesday, and we're looking at all these party games. And even when we were going through the trailers, we were like, dude, we got to play this one. We got to play this one. And I know, I mean, all these games really, but you mentioned Fueled Up, Minigame Madness, Matriarch. I mean, you name it. And even unfortunately, some things that we don't even get to show in the expo. There were just so many good submissions. We had to narrow it down for the sake of the show.
I mean, absolutely. And you guys see, we've got a lot of the really, really good ones here. And I have to say, I like Fueled Up too, as well. Like, it was a lot like the, and especially the OTK game.
You say
night.
good games?
Like, I am so sick of you guys playing
like
Gang
Pogo Stuck.
Beasts and throwing me off the edge. I'm tired of this, man. Like, what's going on?
I want to play Gang Beasts. So far, I'd wanted to play Gang Beasts like every week because I basically just get to go harass Asmon, which is one of my favorite pastimes.
I literally throw me off the edge. It's like, I feel like Palpatine.
Imagine Minigame Madness in real life. If we had OTK Game Night in real life, had everyone in like Antarctica.
Yeah, and just pushing each other off cliffs.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah, why not?
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I'd love to play Minigame Madness
Cheats.
with Ludwig.
Don't do the
Ludwig,
thing where
down,
you
man?
find my content,
my
you watch
God.
all of my videos in the span of like 3
thanks, man.
weeks,
We'll
and
let
then
you
you
know.
come to the live stream and you're like, hey, do
I
it
don't
again.
know.
It took me 3
I've
years
gotta
to make
say,
all
like,
that
I'm
content.
so excited
Give me another
about
3
this
years.
Renown game. I think that this type of survival
Wait,
game,
what the
especially
hell?
like team-based survival games where it's like PvP and it's in a medieval setting, I am just
Pushing each other off
hyped.
cliffs.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah, why
What
not?
could go wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I'd love to play Minigame Madness with Ludwig. Ludwig, you down, man?
Oh my God.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, I was down.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks, man. We'll let you know.
I'm down. I'll play any game with Jay Schlatt.
Making sure that that is like pristine, on
I love
point,
playing
precise,
Pounce
and
now.
fun to do. I think that if you do that, everything
Schlatt
else just
made
fits together.
Pounce.
I think fresh.
You
in
gotta
the
give
game,
credit
like
to
whenever
where
you get a
credit's
chance to wipe it and go fresh and start
Yeah.
from the beginning is fun for everybody, because you have people that's just what they do. They just like going fresh and they like just from the beginning over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Or there's people that were like, oh, I didn't do well on the last wipe, and these are all my excuses. These are all my reasons. But this time I'll do good.
It's gonna be different this time, guys.
And they're in the cycle, dude. They're in the cycle.
Oh, I'm gonna get all the sniper rifles this time. It's
Donkey
gonna
play
be okay.
Pounce? Of
But
course
yeah,
he did.
guys, listen. I gotta remind
I heard you
y'all
lost a game of
again,
Pounce last night.
Listen,
No.
go to the Discord,
Not
OTK
true.
Network Discord. There is
It's actually not.
$50,000 in grants, not pledges, grants. That's gonna be going out to these different developers.
They keep
and
saying
you
that,
vote
and I
on
need
the
to ask,
winners. So
what
make
the
sure
hell
to
is the
do
difference
that.
between a pledge and a
OTK
grant?
Discord, and on top of that, each one of the prizes comes with a Razer PC that's powered by Intel. And again, we'll throw it back over to Rich, and we'll start going to the next section.
Yeah.
We are going to do just that. Now,
Oh,
we've never
Amber
done this
Heard
before
joke.
at an OTK Games Expo, but this category is actually dedicated to a pioneer, one of my personal heroes, and a man who, well, a very brave man who has managed to touch all of us and inspire all of us. A man with beautiful aim and an even more
Shroud?
beautiful smile. This category is dedicated to Shroud. Shroud, let's take a look at shooters.
I do like calling him Shroud.
I think I actually might be the bad guy in this next game. It's made by Mopeful Games, and it's called Fashion Police Squad.
This looks like if Phoenix Wright gave up trying to be a lawyer, entered 3D, and tried killing everyone. Andros in the flesh. That looks fire.
That one looks great. Having a hair gun, I wish that existed in real life. But we're going to take a look at the next game. This one's from Dids, and it's called Project Sparrow.
No bidet is cringe. That looks sick. It does look like two jets with their ultimates. She wall jump.
Two very different games right now.
This
to kick
game's
off the
been out,
shooters,
it's just
but
a
they
new
do
map.
have one thing in common. You can play both of them right now. So when you actually do look at Fashion Police Squad, you can play the early demo. You can download that right now on Steam. But for Project Sparrow, you can download the entire game. So if you want to check them both out, you can head over to Steam and play them both today. But we're already starting to see shooters are going to have a pretty large variety. A lot of things falling under this umbrella. We got two more games to check out.
Thank you,
but
Carlo.
we're going to take a deep dive on Project Sparrow. Asmin is with the game developer right now for an interview.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, I feel like this is the kind of game that I would
What are
get
Paragon
my ass beat
assets?
in. Like, it's like you have to be so precise with the shots, and I'm really excited to see kind of like where did this game really come from? What was the inspiration for it, and kind of what's your story in making this game?
Yeah, so about 5
Just
years ago, I
Epic
just
made
really wanted to
assets
make,
that are free to
well, there was
use.
no games that were had bows and arrows or anything like that, so I just wanted to make a shooter game that had bows, just a sick game.
So it's a shooter game, and like there's like customizing your arrows and your bow. Like, what's the kind of stuff that you can do? Are there special abilities? Like, what's really on the table here?
Yeah, so at the start of every round, there's 13 rounds in a game, first to 7. At the start of each round, you can pick an arrow type. So you've got like fire arrows, shadow arrows, and smoke arrows. So you can like shadow arrow, TP. shoot
This
your
set
enemy
is
from behind.
crazy.
You've got utility section as well that you can pick from. So you can choose if you want a smoke bomb or a satchel or a throwing knife. Just pretty much help your playstyle rather than just having abilities that one-shot you. So that's kind of the gist of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I see it, and it just seems like it's like so precise and so fast. I can't even imagine like other abilities.
I played Squabble
so
yesterday,
You can
I got
teleport
fucking
around,
boomed.
and like, what does a fire arrow do? Does it kind of just like shut down a certain area on the map, or what?
Yeah, so you just fire a fire arrow, you just swap to
I don't
it
know
with
if you're
your
being
arrow type, and then
a memer, but
wherever it hits,
yes,
it makes
that
a
is the
fire,
Dev
like
Herd
AoE.
trial
So
guy.
if you've got someone who's 3Ping you and they won't move out of cover, you just fire arrow, they have to move, and then you can shoot them.
Is there a team version of this? Like, I think a lot of these were 1v1. Can you do with the teams as well?
Yeah, so there's 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s. You can warm up in death matches as well. There's custom games and spectator mode as well. So
Oh wow. Okay,
You
so
couldn't
this
beat
is
me
the
in
kind of game that,
Minesweeper?
like you can pretty much, if
My
you're
brother
a
in
fan
Christ,
of
I
FPS
couldn't
and just
beat
like
Minesweeper.
the finite, or not finite, but like the fickle nature of like moving around and being super precise. This is a game for people that are aficionados of that, people that really like that
Why
kind
isn't
of gameplay.
Ludwig streaming on Twitch? Namor.
Yeah.
Nobody tell him?
Unironically, it was never
Dirk
intended,
Keckman?
but the movement
You look
in
so
the game
foolish.
Yeah.
is just been getting harder and harder, and it's really hard to master the movement in Project Sparrow now.
Okay.
But, through playtesting, we just kept adding new stuff, wall bouncing. and
Valorant
then
has 3
dashes,
times the
and
player
then
base of
being able
CSGO.
to dash in
Wrong.
the air,
CSGO is
and then
700K.
it's just
Valorant doesn't
it's
release
really
their numbers
fluid
because
if
they're
you can master
scared.
the movement.
CSGO is
Yeah,
huge.
I,
if you look
I
at Twitch
can
viewership,
see that.
you're
I
dumb.
think it's absolutely
Valorant
one
is
of
a
those
dead
games
game.
that just becomes harder and harder to play the longer that you play it. So I want
Plus,
to say
CS is
thank
cooler
you so much
and
for coming
easier to get
on.
into.
And again, Project Sparrow is available now on Steam. Is that right?
Yep, Steam Early Access, 20% off right now as well.
There you go. Thank you very much for coming on and talking about your game, and good luck on development.
Thank you very much.
Also,
for having me.
TF2 is a
Cheers,
small game. It's a small game.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I ever play that game, I cannot wait for like the like 7 people that I have that are under 18 that watch my stream to just like instantly kill me in it.
Yeah.
Like I just, yeah.
We're very similar. We both like playing shooters, but we're both terrible at them.
Yeah.
You agree?
So what?
Never mind. We got 2 more games left in the shooter category. Let's jump right in. This one comes from 2-Star Games.
Plus,
and this one's
you
a
can
little
get a
bit
knife.
spooky.
True.
It's called Choo Choo Charles.
In Valorant, you have to buy the cosmetics. In CSGO, you have to gamble to get them. You tell me which is better. Oh! That's terrifying. Maybe coming in 2022, but maybe not. I don't know.
Oh my god. Well, that one is definitely a little bit scary, but
That's great.
I'm excited to talk about it just a little bit more, but we have one more game to look at.
That
this one's
intro
completely
was
different
genuinely
from
a
Choo Choo
nightmare. I
Charles.
think
This one's coming from
every
Anvil
human
Game
has had.
Studios. It's called
A
Hold
giant
Fast,
spider
Nations at
chasing
War.
you down that's faster than you.
This is so amazing.
Triple kill grenade! Oh my god!
Come on, man, don't be afraid! Ah, be afraid! Cannibal! Cannibal! Oh, come on! Come on!
What am I reading?
Not sure if you caught that, but that was XQC in the trailer. Pretty poggers. He might not know who I am, but I'm a very big fan. I consider myself a juicer. If you guys do want to check out Hold Fast, Nations at War, you can check it out right now on Steam.
This is a
We're gonna be
hashtag
talking
ad.
A little bit more
I am
about
blocking
and
it, but this
everything
one
that
is an
they are
ad.
bringing to the game right now. Asmin is ready for an interview.
I've watched him play this game, man. Like, whenever people get blown up and they flop around, oh my god, I
He said
love
I'm a
it.
juicer
So,
like
yeah, I
Punch
actually,
would.
you know what? This is the kind of game I actually might try. What I like about it a lot, and this is what my favorite thing is the how many people are
All the
around
trailers
in the
are
game
ads?
and
No.
everything. But you know what? I don't really need to talk about what I like. Let's actually talk to the people, the producer here, Andrew Ferragia, I believe. Sorry if I messed up your name. Welcome.
It's okay, man.
And
It's okay, yeah.
this
It's
game
fun,
is
yeah.
just, it's incredible. So you're going through different time periods, is that
I'm
right?
not. I mean,
Yeah,
they've
it is
disclosed
indeed.
that this
So,
one
like
is an
with
ad
Fast,
differently
it's a
from
person
previous
that
ones.
shooter,
So
of
I
course, based
assume
in
they
the
had some
Bionic
monetary
and takes,
compensation
war fronts.
to play this
We
trailer
designed
on
the
screen
game,
and
like,
have
with
this
3-4
conversation.
values in mind, right? The first being
Which I guess is
comparison
that's what
roleplay,
makes
as
it an
you've
ad, is you got
already seen the
paid.
The second being promoting player-to-player interaction. I mean, we support over 150 players per server in the game, and that's all in one server, you know, like it's bloody madness, so to speak. And the third, of course, is placing community at the forefront. You know, like we truly believe that us being the creators, while the community is.
Do they all have #ad?
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I especially like the large scale of it because
I
I
don't
think
think
that
so.
that's what really captures the.
Are the other games not
essence
paying
of
to be
the,
showcased?
I mean, really,
Yes,
just
that
kind
is
of the
correct.
frenetic nature of a war battle, right? I mean, like it's not something where everybody's just on, you know.
I'm pretty
even
sure
sides,
most
they're
games
shooting
did
at
not
each
pay
other.
to be
You know, there's
showcased.
crazy shit happening, things blowing up, nukes just appearing right in front of people. It's it's
Yeah,
pretty
all the ones
wild.
getting voted on.
So
Indeed.
the game's already out. Yeah, the game's already
It
out.
is.
Where do you see things?
Yeah, they're
going
trying to
from here?
win money. Imagine they're
of
paying
course,
like
with Hogwarts, we have a
5K
lot
to
more
maybe
planned, right?
win 30K.
We have other titles in the making, if that's something that you are also interested of. You know, you've been following our studio, of course. But we plan on continuing to support Holdfast for the coming years. I mean, we will never stop supporting it. There's a great community following the game, and you know, we want to continue delivering, of course.
That's actually
We
genius,
also have
though.
a very big release coming to the game.
You ask like 100 developers to give you $1,000.
Please do look forward to that.
Then
Okay.
one of
That's
them gets
awesome.
like,
And,
let's say
if people,
80,000. You
talk about
pocket
supporting
20K.
the players, well, what about the players want to support you? How can they do that?
Bing bang
Yeah,
boom.
of course. You know, they just can join us on discord.gg/holdfastgame. You know, it's always lovely to see others enjoying what we've created, and you can, of course, just check the game out on Steam if you wish to play it. You know, we're always happy to have you join us.
Can you have tanks in the game?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe in another era, you know, but that's an idea. Well, we can also bring tanks to the First World War, of course, you know, because they
Yeah,
existed,
I feel
so
like tanks in the
potentially, yeah.
Revolutionary
It's a
War wouldn't
lottery?
fit that
No,
well, you
it's
know?
a win-win.
No,
Like Matt
not
said.
specifically, but in the First World War, that's where
Yeah.
the first tanks happened, right? So that's where the evolution of tanks began as landcrafts. So yeah, I think it would be indeed a good idea, you know. If you want that to happen, we'll make it happen.
Yes,
Maybe
I
next
want it
year.
to happen, absolutely.
Maybe next year, though, because this year is going to be bloody busy. So, you know, next year indeed.
I'll see you then. Thank you very much for coming
All right,
on and
then.
talking about the game.
Yeah, very much.
Actually,
Thank
probably
you very
gonna play
much.
it.
Thank you very much, Osman. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, guys, Hold Fast Nation at War, available to download now on Steam. You guys can play it right now. And honestly, I kind of want to try something like that out, especially the fact that they have an open mic and you can hear other people talking. That is, it's probably one of my favorite things about certain games. But we'll go back to Rich and we'll continue the show.
You just inspire them to add tanks into the game. It's funny that you do.
See how easy that was?
For you, yeah, man, it definitely was. And we got something.
Dude, I just
very
looked at Rich's
interesting
fit for the
planned
first
this
time.
one. I'm very excited to take
looks
a look
like
at
a
the trailer,
Valorant skin.
and even more excited for what's coming next. But I'll let you see that just on the other side of this trailer. This one's coming from Winter Pixel Games, and it's called Rocketbot Royale.
It does look like straight out of Will Neff's closet. I want to say it's like Worms, but what the fuck is going on? A Worms Battle Royale.
So we've gotten to check this game out just a little bit before, and one of the reasons we were so excited, we do this little thing called OTK Game Night, and this game seemed perfect for it. But we figured, why wait until an OTK Game Night when we have everybody right here in this studio? Why not just have a little tournament right now? So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Team Intel and Team Razor. the stage right now. We are going to have two of the worst teams that have ever been.
I can't wait for my next
in
bro versus
esports.
bro.
Help me in welcoming
to be Team Intel versus Team
made up
Razer.
Of Tectone,
This is genius. I
Emerald,
should have been doing this the
and
whole time.
Mizkif. And then over on the side of Team Razer, we have your mother's favorite streamer. It's none other than Variety Gaming expert Seer, followed by Soda Poppin'. He made your streaming career, and now he's gonna make you pay. And of course, their team leader, S-Band TV. I got the two leaders next to me right now. And I have a few questions to ask to you, S-Fan, as you see your team getting ready to get into the booth. Why do you think you're going to be able to win?
Well, listen, I've been practicing with Jake and Bake for the last few weeks for Rocket Bot Royale. We put a lot of time in the lab, in the dungeon. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be great.
I don't care. Where's Bruce?
Where is Bruce?
Where is he?
Bruce. We'll find him. We'll find him.
This is the best interview I've ever done in my entire life. And I think you might be the best team that I've ever seen.
Yeah, Soda was unbanned.
That's because I'm part of Team
They did not
OTK,
just add a banned Soda Poppin' fresh
Are you gonna
off
let him
his,
talk to
his
you like
endeavor.
That? We're sponsored, so yes, I'm not going to say anything that bad. But
Is
I
this
will
an
say
ad?
Team
Oh, this is
Intel will be beating-
110,000% an ad.
That's okay because Intel is also great.
I think
Did
Razer's
you
great
think
too,
that
honestly.
Team
It's a good sponsor.
Intel versus Team Razer was
Can we just hash this out? Can we just talk
was
about
not
this?
an
Just give
ad?
each other a hug and get the match underway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a best of 5 to the death. We have the two fiercest teams that Rocket Bot Royale has ever seen. And now it is time to send it up to our
They should just
casters.
box.
It's none other than Asmongold and Tips Out Baby.
Oh my God! Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't even know what to say. A lot of heated tensions here at the OTK Games Expo between Team Razer and Team Intel.
Tips
Rocket
always
Bot
been
Royale
bald?
Asmon. We discovered this game a couple of weeks ago.
They're just big
Been personally
fans
playing
of
it
Razer.
nonstop for the past couple of weeks. Super fun, super addicting. It's available now on Steam for the ad-free version, or you can check it out for free on the Winter Pixel website.
So you just rolling all around in the tank, blowing people up.
You're just blowing people up. That's how it works. Have you ever played Worms?
I remember I played a game like this. It was a flash game in like middle school or high school, and you would shoot a little thing, it'd go up in the air, and it would come back down, and it would hit somebody. So I'm actually curious to see who's going to win. I mean, to be honest with you, I think that S-Fan's team is going to win. I think that they are, because like S-Fan is the kind of guy, and it's like, you talk about, oh, it's a show match, it's just for fun. Nuh-uh. No, he's gonna put in 100% to beat him.
I've actually never seen someone who I'm more disappointed in time after time than S-Fan competing in any challenge.
Yesterday against
I always have the
Tectone and
highest
Mizkif.
expectations
How did those
going in
practice
for him.
games go?
And
I could have sworn Team Intel was better.
Kickball, I could not have.
Pathetic.
There
Like,
was
they
nobody
couldn't hit
worse.
anything. Like, it was crazy. You know who the best
He
player
was the
was?
worst
Is
kickballer,
Emmy.
bar none.
Yeah, Emmy blew
I
S-Fan
don't think he
up.
has
Like,
ever
oh my
tried.
God. So, like, yeah, it's like she's probably going to be carrying the whole team.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, it seems
He doesn't
way.
have that
I'm excited to
competitive
see what this is gonna be.
drive.
So, like, basically, you can. So, like, can you have?
He was in
different
full
kinds of
gear?
tanks?
That's what I
Is it, like,
mean.
different skins, or,
It's
like,
all
how's
about
it
the
work?
memes.
So there's a lot of different skins in the game, a lot of different tank types you can roll with, a ton of different
He
items,
always defaults to
customizations,
trolling.
power-ups that you can select before
Are the
a match,
announcements over?
and then you
No,
can
I
do either
imagine
in solo,
the
like a
best
standard VR,
announcements are
or
still
you
yet to
can
come,
queue
but I don't know for sure.
Squad modes as well. Right now we've got 3v3 squads going between Chance, Seer, and the rest of Team Razer against Team Intel, and a lot of customization in this game. It's one of those games that's super easy to pick up, but really, really hard to master.
Like the ballistics.
Exactly. It's like you have to aim perfectly. There's like some physics element to it, but it's super smooth, super buttery, and as you guys will see here shortly, super, super fun.
It's a battle royale, but it's with tanks. Like, I actually just want to see what this is going to be like.
And it looks like Mizkif shares that sentiment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right, you're
So,
on the plane, and then you
just in the
drop
traditional
into a planet.
VR sense, they just fly in.
Chat,
on a
who you going for?
helicopter.
And it looks like they're about to deploy here shortly.
They
You
know
shoot
they have to deploy? Okay.
And there it is, Mizkif using a couple of his
I'm
missiles
team
just to get better
hashtag
positioning on the
Razer.
map, as you can see in the bottom.
Because Soda Poppin' is the greatest gamer in the world.
Absolutely. Very reminiscent of Mizkif's typical streams. You can see Tectone rocking the forklift there, Emru with the base tank. And you see Tectone throwing out
Oh
the
my
rapid
God,
fires,
they
the
was
nukes.
so-
They're destroying everything around them, fully destructible environments in this game. S-Fan leaping up, trying to snipe Miz down, but Miz has the high ground.
S-Fan's dead. He's 100% dead.
Oh,
my
What
God,
did I
he
tell
got
you, boys?
deleted.
What I
There
tell you
it
about
is.
S-Fan?
Team Intel showing up just like they did yesterday.
Wow, look at
Seer
this.
on the low
They're
ground.
off
He's getting
screening
bombarded.
him. Oh, Soda hit both of them right there. That's good. Oh, they got a supply drop.
Soda Poppin's
oh
the
God.
goat, though?
Chance
Wait,
tries
oh,
to leap
no!
up, but he
No
gets
way.
sniped
Miz
by
popped him
Miz.
out the air?
Hit him in the
my
air.
God.
And there's the
Seer?
nuke from Seer, though.
The
and
Seer
Emiya
clutch?
comeback. Emiya low
1v3.
HP. She's
Oh,
trying
that's
to
a
break
bad
through the barrier.
start.
Seer takes a big shot.
Let's
from
see if
S-Fan.
let's see if our variety game
Oh!
can really do anything.
He takes down Tectone.
Wait,
It's
no
1v1.
way.
Seer versus Emiya.
Come on,
The
Seer.
first
No
matchup
way,
is best
bro.
of 5.
Oh my God! Come on!
Clutch up. Clutch
I
up.
want Emmy to win. I want Emmy to
There's
win.
the grenade. Is it going to land? No, it falls
Please
into the
hit it.
water as
Please blow his ass up.
the lake is rising.
Please
the
pop
match
him
time
off.
is running out.
It's hard to see what's
Oh,
going
she's
on in
higher
this
than
game.
he is.
Oh,
He's
you're
dead.
dumb! You're
Oh my
dumb!
God.
You're bad!
So Emmy actually won again. Like, what is this?
She was dominating yesterday. She's here to assert herself today, carrying Team Intel
Oh my
once again.
God.
Clutch
That's
your
a 1-0.
kick, you just
Oh my
SD'd.
God. Like, who was it? Like, I forgot who it was.
So you
S-Man just
can't be
ran
mad
in
at
there and
Seer
just
for getting
got
2 of the
killed.
kills.
Dude.
You should be mad at
Oh,
S-Fan.
man. He
Not
didn't have
taking
bubble.
advantage.
That's what it was. He's not ready for that.
Not ready, not taking advantage of the low ground. And you can see, Team Razor a little bit on fiery nerves a little bit. You
Yeah.
saw Soda popping, a little bit upset with S-Fan. Can they cool down for this next match?
The best part, again,
Tectone always
guys,
looks
is the fact that you
confused.
have to keep in mind, they're probably actually mad about this.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably, they're actually mad about this.
Why is
Like, it's, like,
Soda
you could
actually
think,
mad?
oh, they're
Because he's
acting-
toxic?
Nuh-uh. No, I think
He's the
who
most
was it brought
toxic
it up
gamer
after
I
the
know.
match? I forgot who it was. Maybe you weren't there, Tips, but I think it was like.
I think he gets mad
maybe
in
S-Man
jest
brought
and
it
then
up. Probably
actually gets
S-Man.
mad.
Telling me why he lost.
He's trying to get into the groove right now to redeem himself in this
All right, here
second
we go.
matchup as we wait for the deployment here. Team Intel once again looking to secure the high ground.
Have you ever played a game versus yourself? No, I am never actually
Oh, what's
upset.
that thing
I'm
up
very
in the middle?
wholesome.
Oh no, they just drop
Miz,
right
what are
into
you
each other.
doing?
Miz falls back, leaves his teammates to get devoured.
Oh my!
And he
That
gets
was
Bro,
embarrassing.
Seer, oh my
That was
God.
embarrassing for Mizkif.
Seer looking to redeem himself
That
after
is
that previous
embarrassing.
Seer the
round.
GOAT?
Seer destroyed him.
Team Razor coming back here.
Okay.
All right, Soda popping, trying to throw some barrage out there. Seer just chilling in the back right now.
Okay.
You can hear Miz yelling, stay on the high ground. He's trying to keep his position. This game is all about altitude. It's all about making sure you don't get swept up by the rising current. But it looks like Team Green wins.
Wait, so let me guess what happened.
Nice gameplay.
The water just went up and killed him, didn't it?
Just went up and killed him, that's right.
That is pretty sad. Oh my God.
What was that?
Yeah, that's how I
He did that to
feel
me
too,
too,
honestly. That's a bad
He
time
knows
for
something
them.
we don't know. He knows something we don't know.
Oh my God.
The score is all tied up 1-1 between Team Razor and Team Intel in this best of
Oh,
five. They're playing
Seer's
Rocket
taking off his jacket. He ready to take this.
What is he playing
What is
Hades?
this?
What's this?
What are you doing, Reg?
What's going on here?
Well, I would say he's playing Diablo Immortal, but that's not the cache UI, so I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he is playing Diablo Immortal.
What you're seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the world premiere
All right, good one.
of Rich
Good one, Lamau.
paying money in Diablo Immortal. Just kidding. He was doing that previously this week. Currently the #1 ranked player in the world, if I'm not mistaken, but he's using the brand new version 2 of the Razor Kishi released today. That's right, we're premiering the brand new Razor Kishi right here, right now at the OTK Games Expo. Check it out. It's their new mobile-compatible handheld device to allow you to mobile game on the go.
Based
Oh, I
on
thought that was
some of mobile
the
games
Steam
developments recently,
portable
I've
thing.
heard that Razer might be adding a credit card swiper directly onto the Kishi itself.
Might be necessary for certain games,
Yeah.
for sure. But not right here, not Rocket Bot Royale, as we've got match number 3 underway.
that was actually
Mizkif.
Mizkif
This is
tried to
corny.
redeem
Yeah.
himself.
He got a
But,
shot
you know.
off onto Seer, but he takes the nuke to the face,
That's
trying
streaming.
to launch himself back up. Mizkif plays very cautiously as
Yeah,
he leaves
Steam
his
Deck.
team to the wolves.
Of course he did, because he got his ass beat
got
before,
one
so
nuke
he's
left.
trying to hide and run away.
Why are they showing us
Oh, he's
Miz
getting back
POV
to
like
fall
this guy
damage
knows
right
what he's
now.
doing?
Oh, it was close, but
That
the
was
rapid
really
fire
close.
barely missing him, and he dodges the
Even
rocket.
see Tectone.
Okay, never
What are
mind.
you
He's actually a
doing?
god.
He's on it. Like, what are you? Oh, you about to die.
He's trying to go for the crate, picks up a rapid fire. As you can see the items down in the middle of the screen there. He's got a homing
Miz,
missile.
you have a lot of
rapid fire,
items you can
and his
use.
Standard cannon.
About to go in the water.
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
He's going in the water. 100%.
Make funnies.
Typical Mizkif, just stalling as he
Oh my
always
God,
does.
what
we
is
can't
this?
shoot
Like-
that high.
Miz, this is a PvP game.
You got hit into the frame. He tries to do
Good
it. Hits
shots.
S-Fan with the homing missile, but it looks like
no wonder
he's lost a lot of elevation. Emery takes damage. Can he save his teammate?
Yeah, we are.
This is it. Wait, that's all his missiles.
Bro, dude, they get high ground so quick. There's nothing we can do.
Is this an ad?
We gotta. How do we?
Is this an ad?
Yep.
Just look at the look of intensity on the face of Tectone right now. Team Intel.
Like this
trying to figure
segment
out
right
where
here?
He went wrong in this match. Mizkif stalling as always.
Like, is this
he gonna
segment an
leap
ad?
in? It looks like he is. One
Oh,
final
he's
Hail
done.
Mary,
He's
but the
done.
This one
rapid
here?
fire pushing him
What am I
back yet
supposed to
again.
do? They're on the high ground.
Soda popping
This
on
is
the high
just
ground.
like,
There
look
we
at
go.
They just really like
this
this game.
is just shameless.
And Intel
my
and
God.
Razor.
They don't even have a chance.
Camping
Come on,
as
Wow.
much as ever.
Wait, and then
Missile into Mizkif. It's just Emmy left.
Imagine if you
And
did.
it looks like Team
If you
Razor's
ever hang out with
looking to hunt
Mizkif
down
in
Team
real
Intel.
life, he
That
always
was
says,
one
"Damn,
hit.
that was such an
Here's the
Intel
bombardment
moment."
coming out from Team Razor. The snipe from long range misses. Emmy goes for the homing missile. But as she takes down S-Van, and now Soda
What?
Poppin is on the low ground. He's got to be careful.
no shot. No shot.
The
She's
pool
about
is
to win.
rising up.
No, Emmy done because she gonna hit the water.
She's going to have to try to leap over. She launches a couple of missiles. Is she going to make it?
done.
No.
Oh wow.
And that's a second victory
Wow.
for
2-1.
Yep. Okay, that was a good one. I like that. I couldn't believe Soda.
I feel
Soda
like
and
if you
Seer
just camp, you
sitting
win
up
this
there.
for sure.
Just sitting up there camping on that top one.
You can already see them
All you need to do is
working on
camp.
their strategies for OTK Game Night. Again, guys, this is a game that we discovered a couple of weeks ago. We think it's super awesome. The work that Winter Pixel has done is absolutely phenomenal. And again, Rocketbot Royale is available right now. You can play the ad-free version on Steam for $2.99, as well as the free version, the ad-based version on the Winter Pixel website. It's available right now. Super fun game. You can queue singles, you can queue squads, and we're in the middle here of a deciding
How many
match.
people you have on the map?
What's up?
How many people are on the map?
35.
Okay.
He doesn't. No, they're not sponsored by Mountain Dew.
We're looking to queue up here in
They
this
just really
potential
enjoy
deciding
it.
match between Team
They
Razor,
just
Team
really
Intel.
enjoy
You can see
Mountain Dew
Mizkif,
Game Fuel.
You know, struggling to keep his composure
More
a little
than
bit.
most,
Things are heated.
admittedly, but they just like it.
If that's what it is.
They were getting so bad yesterday.
I think he's gonna try and drop early. He's into aggression mode. Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
I don't know. He's waiting for the
Oh,
apex
great
there.
drop,
That's,
Miz.
some
Never
cheesy
mind. What the
strats there.
fuck
Looks
are you
like
doing?
both teams land into each other, and Mizkif abandoning his team yet again. What are you
Wow.
doing? Get up
Going
there.
on an adventure. That's cute. Uh-oh. Oh, S-Fan's got that concrete mixer. Man, that's sad. I almost hit him there.
Shit.
He drops the flag.
Miz is getting
God.
rocked.
The nuke on the Miz.
Miz is just having a bad time here. This is it. He's about to die. No,
Long
never mind.
range grenade. He's trying to reach Soda.
Soda!
He's leaping
That's
over and he
it.
takes
Oh,
Miz
Holy
down.
shit, Soda's goated.
Soda's almost dead. Soda's almost dead.
He's tilted.
Soda just jumped down like an idiot.
He mad.
Dude, you could actually kill him.
Got him.
But Soda gets eliminated by Tectone. It's Tectone versus Emmy now. Emmy low HP as Team Intel
No, Tectone and Emmy are on the
looks to
same team, man.
re-engage one more time and try to tie this thing up 2-2.
All right, let's see what happens. So
Is it
Tectone and Emmy are
S-Fan
just sitting there,
versus
I
Tectone
feel
and Emmy?
like- I don't know. I feel like S-Fan, Soda and them, I think they're going to win here. Just based off of positioning and everything. That was a good shot. That's it. They're done.
The big snipe.
It's how's he supposed to get over there now?
It's going to be
Can I
tough.
see
He's gotta
S-Fan's
play the
POV,
high ground
please?
game. There's a little crate right there in
Spectator,
front of him.
please.
Might be able to pick up a shield or something like that as Tectone just looks to lob as many missiles from as far away as possible. But he
That was a
shoots
fuck
into
up.
the
That was a
environment
fuck
and it
up.
looks like he's going to die.
Good job, Tectone.
Team Razor wins 3-1.
Good job. Wow.
Takes the best of 5 for Team
Isn't
Intel.
that something? Oh, my God. What a dramatic end.
Couldn't have scripted it any better, Asman.
Yeah. Which, of course, we did.
Yes, absolutely. And here we go. It looks like we're going to have some interviews with the team captains, or at least the winning team captain for Team Razor.
We're doing interviews for this? We're doing interviews. All right, interviews.
Look, I know that this was just a show match to some people, I heard the people on Intel saying that it was just a game, but I think the phrase "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You're okay with what
This
happened?
was a Razor
losing
moment.
Imperfection of a crap. When you stop
Like Soda
getting
Poppin'
angry,
used to
you've already
always say,
lost twice,
Razor,
that's
I
bad.
hardly
We've already
know
lost
her.
twice, and that's exactly it. I mean, the best gamers
They're
in the
such
world
big
said
fans.
that.
Not an ad,
And,
by the way.
That's exactly what we consider ourselves. Myself, Seer, Soda Poppin'. Best is the standard. That's how we do things. So, of course, we just edge them out just by that much today, and that's all it takes.
Edging is key. Edging is key. Now, look, Soda Poppin', you made me.
Yeah.
S-Fan, I think that everything that you did was incredibly brave.
Absolutely it was. And I'm going to continue doing that.
Yeah. What?
S-Fan, do you think Mizkif is terrible at games?
Terrible is a strong word, but honestly, not strong enough. And if there is a better word, then yeah, I would use that one.
Look, I'm going to cut the malarkey. Can I take a picture with you?
Okay, shut up. Listen, the only reason we won is we finally managed to get Seer to stop like dying accidentally, like killing himself in the game by falling in the water. Yeah. We did a lot of like we got to play like once or twice in rehearsal, and he died every single practice round, and it was pathetic. And I've reamed him like 20 times since yesterday. So, but
and before yesterday,
we actually lost one match, and it was when he actually killed himself again. So. Unlucky.
This is the truth, right? You have people like myself and Soda Poppin', elite RPG gamers. Look, you give us 20 minutes with a game, and we're going to master it just like that. You know, the different systems in the game, it's simple, right? We're always going to be the best. That's it. That's all.
I think that is all that needs to be said. The two best standing next to me right now. Now, let's talk to a few of the worst. We're going to go up to the Variety Gaming panel.
This game is 1 review total.
Not gonna lie, I'm actually getting quite mad at Rich for calling me bad. In reality, actually, the two best gamers in all of OTK
Hold up, NMP talking
are
about how
here.
good of a gamer he is.
It is me and Finn. Finn has replaced Chance. Good to see you, brother.
Wow. Good to see you too. Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm
So-
very proud.
Yes,
to
not
be a part of this variety.
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
Not only did we get to watch that awesome fight between friends down there, we also got to see some awesome FPS games. We watched, we got to see Fashion Police Squad, Project Sparrow, Choo Choo Charles, Hold Fast Nations at War. You know, which game stuck out to you guys?
How about you?
You know what I'm
first. I want to hear your opinion.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just.
I feel like the fashion game fits you. You know, I thought that would be your favorite.
The fashion game was great. It was a 2D game. You know, it was fun, lighthearted.
3D game using like 2D like pixel art, so it's kind of cool. The art style in that game stuck out to me a lot.
That's more of Finn's alleyway.
Yeah,
Bruce
I'm
is
kind of into
weirdly
fashion,
far away
you know,
from
I
the
think
rest of
that's
them.
my best shirt out
there. I like it. I like the graphics and I like the guns. The gameplay is just fluent.
Yeah. My favorite thing about this is actually the golden toilet, because the best time for me is when I'm able to use the bathroom and, recharge.
You ever used a bidet?
I used to.
Crazy.
Yeah, I used to, but I had to stop using it. I spent too much time on it.
Not a bidet guy myself, personally. See here?
A bidet changed your life.
Nick, help me with the name, because I was down there preparing for battle. What's a choo-choo game?
Choo Choo Charles?
Yeah.
So Choo Choo Charles is a game. It's actually like
I was watching that. That is
scary.
a game I will play.
I actually am. I'm afraid of playing horror games.
What do you think about the choo-choo with the spider legs, like running full force?
So when I was growing up, Thomas the Tank was like my thing growing up, and this.
I can tell.
So you was one of those.
Yeah.
What is that?
You can tell,
I feel
can't
like
you?
you can't
bring up Thomas the Tank Engine.
What's Thomas the Tank?
That's like.
Or the devs are going to get sued into oblivion.
It's just a personality trait. You know.
I'm more of a Chuggington type of guy.
I never even heard of that.
You see? Too old.
Okay. Yeah, but so Choo Choo Charles, it's a scary train game. It's a FPS game. You can level up your train as you go, as you can see here.
So I love games where you basically build up the armor of the train, and you also have to make sure the train keeps going, right?
I don't know, but you can.
It looks like bad guys will get you if the train doesn't keep going.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how
This
you
game
win
has
this.
one
This might be
dev
one of
who's
those
a
games where you're
YouTuber.
just surviving as
I think
long
when
as
you get
can.
to Ohio, that's
like a surviving tactic.
Yeah,
That's kind of hype.
There seems to be a navigation element to this game too. That's really interesting. The integration of the
Is it
map
Danny?
feature
Is it
really
just Danny?
fluid.
Yeah.
Seems compelling.
Yeah, this train is horrifying. Like, look at it. That is absolutely scary.
Any scary shooter game needs a good antagonist, and that thing is nightmare fuel.
Yep.
So I'm impressed.
So, Finn, how'd you feel about Holdfast Nations at War?
Well, this game has been established and already has an incredible community. That's what I know about this game. I've spent hours watching gameplay videos, YouTube, all hilarious. The player interactions that game mixed with the combat environment is super good. So I love Holdfast.
Well, this is not Holdfast, but it's also a good game.
How I felt about Holdfast, I'm not really a fan of beans on toast and shit like that.
Me neither.
Beans
It's
But
unacceptable.
I like the game, you know? It's
Wait,
a pretty cool
what do you
game.
mean
I feel
beans
like
on
it's
I think Bruce is saying he
It's
doesn't
UK.
care for British people.
Is that what they eat?
Beans on toast.
Surprisingly.
I think, yeah, that's
How do
Have
guys-
you ever eaten beans,
Beans
on
on toast is
Absolutely
good,
not.
man.
I don't eat. No.
Okay.
I don't even eat eggs.
I have a question.
Yeah.
British breakfast
Do you
is just,
think
it's
that you'd
just
be good at any of
tasty.
these games?
Personally, and I mean this without no cap.
Okay.
I would be in the top 0.01% of every single one of these games. I am better than Shroud.
There you have it.
Fighting words.
Ooh.
Fighting words.
Rice and
coming out
beans
of
is
the
also
nose.
good.
Hear that,
Fighting words.
Shroud's chat?
Beans
Yeah,
on toast
he
is
knows.
good.
Yeah.
With
I like fruit.
sausage.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yummy.
So,
And
Finn,
egg
anything else
and
you wanna
tomato.
add?
Talking
Yum.
about Project Sparrow as well. We haven't mentioned that one yet. The arena-based shooter also looking pretty spicy. Anything that has to do with movement.
I'm not a British
and
apologist.
Projectile combat, I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And this game seems to have those elements. It's looking fun.
That's what I'm good at. Any game where it introduces FPS elements, you put me in that hot seat, and guaranteed I'm going to be at the top of the charts. I've been playing FPS professionally for years.
I used to be a trick shotter, Black Ops 2, you know, when I was like 12
English
years
breakfast
old. So I
beats
like the-
all. Okay,
the
I am
hot
no longer
rods,
on your side.
You know, things that they could
Beans
jump
on toast
off
is
of
fucking
and
gross.
Also, like, spin around.
I tried to
like
give you
seeing
a little
that.
bit of charity, and you took a mile.
Yeah. If you want me to be completely honest, if I actually played this game, I am not good with arrows and projectiles. This is the one game that I actually wouldn't be in the top in. In fact, I would probably be the worst at this game. I just don't know how to like lead my shots and things like that. I'm just never really.
You're like
it.
that with guns as well in games, right?
So you're more of a sit down and pee type of guy.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I do it too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm all for it.
Finn, how do you think you do at Project Sparrow?
I think I do great, Nick. I think I do super good in that arena-based game, and I think I would 360 no-scope you, take you out of the game immediately.
And then it's Betty by time for Nick.
I
huh?
sit when I pee.
Okay.
Take it right to bed.
It's roughly 6:30.
All right. Well, guys, Finn, anything else you want to add?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get back to Rich.
That was awkward.
Oh, man. Yeah, thank you guys so much for whatever
Nailed
that
it.
was.
Nailed it.
So, obviously, when we're here in this beautiful studio, I'm here with Tips Out, baby, by the way. When we're here in this beautiful studio, you see there are a lot of lights, and I want to give a big shout out for the sponsor that helped us keep all of those lights on. Let's get a big round of applause in the chat while we watch the trailer for this game. It's State of Survival.
Again?
You think you can search the house?
Same trailer?
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
I will say half this Games Expo has literally just been sponsors. They must have made like a cool $1 million, right? Because they probably expected to receive over 100,000 viewers. They had State of Survival. They had Intel and Razer. They had the entire game demo of the tank or worms-like game. I don't think all the games are sponsors. I really don't believe that. I think most of the games were just like very small dev teams who they asked to whip up a trailer to premiere here so that they had content. You're not going to ask someone to provide you with content for your show and then also make them pay. They're small devs. Is it over already? I hope not. I hope there's some big announcement. I feel like it would be crazy to not have a big announcement towards the end, but I don't know what it would be. I'm just waiting for it if it comes. This is just Markiplier videos, but Razer. I don't understand what that means. I guess I don't watch enough Markiplier videos. Your Prime is available. We'll love raid someone. I'll save it for a love raid. This expo sucks. I think it's a little harsh. I think it's their first expo ever. They probably don't have enough clout or proof of concept to have any big title games. And it's cool to showcase indie games. And the production went pretty well. And it wasn't, you know, too awkward or anything. I think it feels more trailer than content, though.
You know, at that part where it says leave your girlfriend or not leave your girlfriend behind, I would leave my girlfriend behind. She gets stuck all the time, so it would be very difficult to actually survive a zombie apocalypse with her. But what are you thinking about when you think about playing State of Survival?
Well, I'm thinking about a lot of different things. First of all, guys, we just want to give a big shout out to State of Survival that has helped us put on this event. They're super supportive of the Games Expo. We really appreciate them. And guys, for those that don't know, State of Survival is a zombie-themed survival mobile game. It is free to play and available both on the
That was
Apple
a joke
and
because
Google
he's
Store.
dating the porn star
And as
Mia
of today,
Malkova,
Rich,
and
it's
stuck
available
porn is a
now
very
on
popular
Windows.
type
to
of
answer your
porn.
question, I don't know.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was just about to ask that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was the fantastic giveaways.
Absolutely. So, guys, if you download State of Survival on your PC and join the giveaway event, you can win awesome prizes.
Tips,
To join,
you had like
head to the
2
landing page
speaking
in
roles.
chat. The chat command
You
is
couldn't have
!!
memorized this one?
SOS, and download the game. The giveaway event will last for 10 days. The higher the power, the better the rewards, including, check this out, an iPhone.
Whoa.
AirPods Pro. And an exclusive OTK hoodie and in-game goodies in the gift pack. So go on over, check it out, ! State of Survival in the chat.
I hope
And,
they announce a new
yeah, you
Smash
can
Ultimate
download it
character.
on
I hope
Yeah,
it's
you can download it
Goku.
on Windows. It runs great on Windows.
Tommy, thank
it
you
has
for membership.
really smooth operation. You can enjoy battles with an even bigger screen. I love bigger screens. I do a lot of things that I would do on small screens on
I'm
bigger
not gonna
screens.
use my
and I go,
Prime
wow,
on
I
Asmon
like
Gold.
this even more because the screen is bigger.
And the bigger the screen, the bigger the enjoyment, as everybody knows.
We should trademark that one. We definitely should. But there are a lot of other games that we're going to be taking a look at now. So I think we're about ready to start to
I
get
hope
into
they
that next
announce
category.
Tommy
But Tips,
in
we
it
should
for
do this
Smash.
more. I like actually sitting down and talking with you, man.
I do too. Guys, I just want to say this event has been absolutely phenomenal. I want to give a big shout out to WePlay and everybody else on the OTK team that's been working on this event, doing a phenomenal job. And of course, again, one more shout out to State of Survival, guys. Play it on Windows. It's got lower lag, smoother in-game operation. You can enjoy battles with a bigger screen and wider map angle, multi-role simultaneous online alliance war
absolutely
operation,
will not play
and
this.
cross-terminal communication, cross-platform essentially. And you can
I
join
can
the
promise
OTK
that.
tournament in-game, participate in the giveaways, and win yourself an iPhone, AirPod Pros, or some exclusive OTK merch.
I hope to see you guys in the game, and I hope to see you guys as we watch the next category. Some people say that life is even in this genre of games. Let's take a look at simulations.
Unless they sponsor me, in which case I'm all on board.
Hello, I'm back on the stage. It's time to take a look at the simulation games. Let's jump right into the action with the first one. Oh, never mind. We're not jumping right into the first one. Asmon, I went to the wrong left.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you for covering.
Supposed to go to the other side?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to the other side, man.
Yep.
I make mistakes every now and then. I'm a human. But if there was a game that simulated life, I could play it and potentially get better at real life through a simulation. And that's exactly what we do have as we start to take a look at this section. The first game is coming from Filament Games, and it is called Roboco.
Not an ad, by the way. I don't know if you're memeing. It's literally not an ad. I feel like some people in chat are like, oh, not AAA title game. Must be advertisement. Isn't the whole event an ad? It's a showcase of games.
I'm going to be honest, that trailer definitely took a turn that I did not see coming. You guys can actually check out the gameplay right now. There is a demo available for download, and you can put it on your Steam wish list so you can see all of the new developments for the game as they do arise. We're going to hop into the next one. This one's coming from Randwork, and it's called Abyss.
What's the game that Aatrox played where you had to oh shit, it's loud. What's the game that Aatrox played where you had to destroy something before time ends? Teardown? Yeah. That game always looked fun. And maybe this is a psychopathic part of my brain, but it'd be cool if there was a game where you have a city and you have to cause as much damage to it as possible in a short timeline. Like Hitman,
available for download
but with
on
explosions.
Steam, and also it just seems like a very unique game. You actually
Rampage?
have to build stuff just to destroy it. Have not seen many games like that before. Excited to check it out. And remember, if you do
that's like with an
really love
that's like
one of these
Godzilla.
games, you can go.
It's kind of like
onto
City
the
Skylines,
OTK Network
honestly.
Discord, and you can give a reaction to those games and help them win the $50,000 in grants and the Razer PC, which is powered by Intel to help them in future game development or on the game that they're currently working on. We have another game inside the simulation category coming up right now. This one comes from NCB Games, and it is called Steel Guardian.
It's like Among Us mixed with Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm going to stream Summer Games Fest. Yeah, nobody will bat an eye at E3. I have to get a new VR headset. When I moved to this new house, I lost my old one. How do you lose it?
As you might have been able to tell, that game is inside of VR as well. Anytime I see a VR game, I start to think to myself that we might lose Seer for a little while, and now Tectone as well. We've also lost him to the VR quite a bit. You can check this one out for download now, though, and we will make sure that that link is in the chat so you can go download it right now and actually check out Steel Guardian. Now, Third Pie Studios has a brand new game as well that we're going to be checking out. This one is called Ages of Kataria.
Hello and welcome to Kataria.
Hello.
Ages of Kataria is a village story generator where you'll choose your own ancestry, expand your town, and watch over the villagers who live there. Your villagers will age over real-world weeks, experiencing glory and pain. As they live, your villagers will develop skills and personalities which will help them on adventures. Assign your villagers to collect resources that your village needs. Play mini-games around town to increase your villagers' skills and boost productivity. When they aren't developing the village, your villagers will embark on text-based adventures that add to their life story and leave lasting impacts. However, every story must come to an end. As they pass, their souls will enter your town's spirit tree, and their offspring leave a legacy as your town's history grows. Craft your town your way, built from a wide selection of buildings and props to design your town to your aesthetic. Customize each of your buildings in town and share it with your friends online. Change your villager's hairstyle and outfit. Trade for the resources you need online.
You gotta kill as many of your villagers
Come
as
set
possible
sail
to
and
make sure your
enjoy
spirit
Ages
tree is as
of
big as
Kataria.
possible.
The Spirit Tree definitely got me interested, and if you're interested, you can add it to your Steam wishlist right now. Now, with Ages of Kataria, there's a whole bunch more that I want to dive into, and really want to just learn more about the game. As you can see,
It
from
is an
that
Animal
trailer,
Souls
there
Dark
are
Crossing.
a whole bunch of different avenues of progression and a whole lot of moving parts. So, Asmon is standing by for an interview with the game's director.
Hey, what's going on? Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, well, this game is quite interesting, I'll have to say. It really is. What inspired you all to make this?
Well, right off the bat, losing our jobs inspired us. I was writing about how to clean your gutters. And Nicole, what were you up to?
I was bartending at the time. Obviously, neither of our jobs were really that fun. And we were both looking for a way to get back into a creative industry, somewhere where we could work with a team of people and create something fantastic and amazing. And that is how Ages of Kataria was born. We decided to start our own company because we applied to all of these game companies and they rejected us because we had no experience. So we decided to just do it ourselves.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and I
like
feel like-
that.
What was missing from Colony Sim games was really connecting with your villagers and seeing them grow.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so whenever they die, their spirits go into the tree, is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it makes the tree bigger?
Yeah, so your tree kind of symbolizes like the growth of your town. So
Okay.
over like the months that you play, as people pass on, they'll go into the tree and they'll be able to talk to your villagers who are there and give you items and stuff like that. So it's not like they're gone forever, but they're there in spirit, right?
How big can the tree get?
That tree that you saw is like our final version of it. It's like the fullest it will get.
Okay, so it's
for right now.
It's a big boy.
Oh, he's a big
Oh,
boy.
okay, all right, I
It'll
like
start
that.
small.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit more about the game the trailer didn't really cover?
Yeah, totally. So the biggest thing is really aging, and it's getting the generational aspect of the game. So your villagers will age over real world weeks. So when you're offline, they're aging and they're having events happen in their lives. From
Oh,
small
dude, I
and
hate
huge,
offline
like, this could be
aging.
Major events.
Because then you
like
come
traumas,
back and
or even,
everybody's
like,
just
huge
fucking
victories that
dead.
happen in their life. They go on adventures. You'll be able to build in the game and customize your town your way. Something I really
No,
do
it's a
like
good
other
mechanic.
city building
I'm
games
just
is
bad
that
at
your town
upkeep.
kinda looks like a cookie cutter town.
Yeah.
It's very similar to other games. And really collecting animals and that wander into your village, raising them to your animals will live in your town. And the relationships that are interconnected.
Like
All
a
your villagers are
Tamagotchi.
connected. They know each other. You know, you'll have like your favorite villager, and they'll grow up, pass on, and then you'll have that favorite villager's kid, and you'll be like, "This is like the son of that legend," and all that. Do you want to add anything, Nicole?
That was perfect.
So you have a lot of stats, and he's like the best guy, right?
Yeah, he's like just mining away, and he's like, "I am the miner of the town."
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I got that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. I've never seen a game that really does that before, so I like to see it. And if people want to support your project, where can they go? What can they do?
Yeah, so you can find our game on Steam right now. You can wishlist us. We are also just only for the next month, we're going to be doing some crowdfunding exclusives. This is the last month we were going to be doing them. Things like getting an in-game Void unicorn or some exclusive cottagecore textures for your buildings, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You can also find us on Discord or on Twitch where we connect with our community every week.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And I find the game, it's especially with the generational aspects, I think it'd be so funny, people that get like emotionally attached to one villager and then they just, yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of the old Tamagotchis in a way, you know?
Yes, we are here to shake you to your core and then lift you back up and like pet you.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's ideal.
Is
well,
there a
thank you so much
plan
for
for how
coming on. I
long they said
appreciate
this
it,
would
and
go?
Good luck with your game.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. We got ourselves S-Fan and Tectone here to talk about the simulation games. How do you guys feel?
Dude,
3 hours?
Just first up, I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I looked at Ages of Kataria, and I just keep thinking to myself, I want to build a big village, and I just want to build the biggest, baddest tree that I can as fast as possible. But that would mean I would have to kill off the whole village.
Jesus. Oh my God.
What a dark,
well, that's why I
depraved
asked about how
thought
big
that
the
is.
tree can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta know what it is. All right, Tectone, what did you think?
Dude, I love simulation games. You get to relive the pain of like the real world, but as a cute anime cat girl.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a leaf girl, apparently, in this story. Yeah,
that's cool.
For me, the game I really liked a lot was Steel Guardian, the VR game.
Yeah.
And like it didn't like really get me until that dude popped up and he was fighting this skeleton. That was so cool.
Well,
to
this
me,
fight looks
because
good.
like how far can that go? Because like a lot of the first-person like medieval combat games, sometimes they can not really play that well. But in VR, I bet it would be a completely different experience.
It is. It's a completely different experience because, like, as you're standing up for hours on end with the remotes in your hand, eventually you start to feel like the weight of like the shield and sword, and like real world fatigue starts to like come into play for these VR games. Because I started playing a lot, and it's cool. It's good.
So both
the
of y'all-
immersion is crazy.
I've never played a VR game before in my life.
You should.
So,
I mean, VR is sick.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It might make
Maybe
you a
I'll-
little bit sick if you play for too long.
Yeah.
But
I heard, once you start doing VR, you just get lost in it. Is that right?
Like you see like the anime cat girls that you already like, but imagine if you felt that they were real standing in front of you.
One time I saw a Soda Poppin' stream, and I almost had that experience. Yep, that's about right.
You know what I really
Fight
liked
looks
was,
good as.
I really like both Abris
Yeah.
and Roboco, right? Because I like a lot of puzzle games, like the
There's an
thinking
Australian.
games, stuff like that. And I feel like Abris, it looks like, well, there's two parts to this. One, I was one of those kids that I would like to build up Legos, and I would build a building, and then I would just smash it. So Abris kind of reminded me of that.
No, I can't
but
react to
it's like
Luffy versus
physics-based. They're
Katakuri's
physics-based
fight.
puzzles. So it's a game that, like, if you play GTA,
I'd get
I
banned.
like the newest GTA
I can't-
5. It's new, but it's like 10 plus.
I can't just watch One Piece.
I always like to run cars into stuff, and I really enjoy.
That's all right
seeing,
if
like,
it's a
actual
great
mechanics
fight. I
and
still
physics.
can't
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
fun.
Yeah.
So
It being a
being
great
able to take
fight
that
doesn't
and have
change
these
the
physics-based
facts.
puzzles, I think, is really cool. And also with Roboco, you had
Did you see
build
whenever
up
he
your
was
little robot.
shaking the vending machine?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna pull it over on the dude.
It's 2.5 hours?
100%. Like he's like, this dude's about to get got.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love the puzzles. I love the building little things and kind of seeing how they develop. So
I just
I thought.
What
both
is
those
that
look really
feeling
good
that
as
I
well.
get when I look
was,
at my
I was
cat
really
and I
into
want to
Steel
just
Guardian
fucking...
Ages of Kataria because when it introduced the concept of like getting older with like real time like weeks, that's so cool. Like aging with the game, feeling
I
the
would
pain
get
of the
so
loss.
stressed out if like it was a guy I liked a lot.
Yeah.
And he died. Because I remember one time like there was I
Yeah,
had
it's
this
the
these little
homicide.
things back in the 90s. They're like these little
It's that
toys as a
homicide feeling I
Tamagotchi,
keep
and you
getting.
take care of a cat. And like eventually I came home and my mom was like, Zach.
Oh no.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk about your Tamagotchi. I'm like, why? She's like, I did my best. I tried as hard as I could, but let's just say this: it's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the same experience with Neopets. I've gone through like 3 Grundos. They're all dead.
yeah.
It blows.
Neopets. That's great.
Chat, have you
I don't
never
know. I
felt
think
that
the,
when you
the
see a
puzzle
cute
games
animal
and,
that
like,
you
the
want to squeeze
simulation
it?
type games like that, I think they're really cool. And also, especially the VR ones, I'm really excited to see like. Basically, I want to know how long it's going to be until we can play Sword Art
wanna
online in real
squish.
life. Like that's really,
I
I mean,
the cat.
that's the end goal. Okay, guys. Like, yeah, that's the grand prize. Let's get to that, and I'll be happy.
For sure, for sure.
It's like every year I see these games and they get better.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I feel like we're close. Honestly,
we're getting there.
I do think we're close. I say next 10 years, tops.
We're getting there for sure.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Okay.
I think, you know,
That's
again,
me.
we talked a lot about puzzles, right? And
Cute
this isn't even like
aggression.
puzzle games, right? These are simulation games, but I think we got a whole lot more puzzle games coming up. Isn't that right?
It doesn't happen with children.
Yeah,
Children make
absolutely.
me
I
want
mean,
to
there's
fucking...
a bunch of puzzle games. And I want to say,
Children
guys,
make me
again,
mad.
I want to remind you over and over and over.
It's not cute
this is
aggression, it's
something
just
that you all can
aggression.
get involved with. If you want to be part of this, if you want to get your voice out there about which games you really liked a lot, which games you want to make happen as much as possible, please head on over to the Discord. It's the OTK Network Discord, and you can vote on the games that you think deserve to win.
Yeah, we saw how you acted to Exter.
$50,000
Dusted
of
him,
developmental
dude.
grant
I
money,
dusted him.
and on top of that, a
You know what?
Razer
I let my
PC powered
fox
by
do the
Intel.
aggression.
So make sure you guys do that, and we're going to be announcing the winners of that at the end of the show. But anyway, I think we're about ready to go on to the next section with Rich, and we'll start it off.
Yep, let's do just that. This game, or this category rather, is going to have 4 games. And right now, we're going to be jumping into a brand new genre. This one is
Show us Elder Scrolls 5. Puzzle.
For the first puzzle game that we're going to
The
be
Act
looking
Man
at
and
right
Quantum
now,
TV
it
stuff?
is
That went over
by
my head. I don't know what
Mythic
that
Owl
is.
Studio, and this one is called Harmony's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on 6? I love the art style. I got no fucking clue what's happening. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm really interested in that one. I love the art style. It's cuter than Hassan when he gets mad at someone in chat. And when you actually do look at the gameplay, it's almost like a multi-dimensional Rubik's Cube, right? You're trying to actually get the buildings to come together.
I think that there might be something wrong with me because I always think about these like puzzle games and like especially the city building simulation games, and it's like, how could I like make it to where like it drop people into like the lava?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the main thing I would think of. So that's about it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with you, man.
Yeah.
I think you're fine. By the way, who are you hosting after this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So for the next one, we're going to head over to something made by Improx Games, and it's called The Last Cube.
What's that game that Easy Speezy speed ran? Oh, Block Source.
Now, for both Harmony's
New block
Odyssey
source
and The
just
Last
dropped.
Cube,
Big
they're
day.
available for play right now. You can actually download the early demo. So if you want to check them both out, you can do it on Steam. But we're going to take a look at the third game inside of the puzzle category. This one is made by Coin Crew Games, and it is called Escape Academy.
What are you waiting for? A room full of memory gas is no place to relax.
Did I just see Japan?
Impressive. I knew I saw potential in you.
Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Academy.
This is a disguised toast game.
What's up? It's not the first time my art's been torn to shreds.
Greetings. Dishonesty has no place at the Academy.
Hey there! Enough water! They're already hydrated!
My star student.
I should have eaten food. I'm starving.
What the hell have we gotten ourselves into?
I thought this was going to be a cool 2 hours.
Escape Academy!
I'm very excited for this one. I'm actually a huge escape room nerd. I love going through and doing them. I actually do them all the time with my buddy Will Neff. We do like one a week. So I'm going to be gifting this one to him on Steam when it comes out on July 14th. So if you guys do want to check it out, you want to make sure that you don't miss the release date. It's a little while away. Go ahead, go on to Steam and add it to your wish list so you actually do get notified when it's available. Looks like it has co-op and multiplayer
Oh, it's
as well,
slightly
so maybe
long.
we can even play against each other. We got one more
been 3
puzzle
hours.
game left. This one is very relatable. It's
But
from
I don't know.
Insanity Core, and it's
Maybe
called
I'm
Headless
poorly
Jet.
conditioned by Nintendo, but I feel like there's going to be something sweet and juicy at the end that will make it all worth it. But maybe that's just because I watch Nintendo Expos, and Nintendo Expos is like, hey, here's a bunch of shit you don't care about, and a new, oh my god, there's a new game, and Martha's back, and then they give you that shit that you want at the end. Does Strikers come out tomorrow? Or is it like 9 p.m. tomorrow? I would love to play Strikers.
For Headless Jeff 3, there is actually a demo available for
Coney
download
was
right now,
mid
so you
on
can
it?
check that
What does
out
that
on
mean?
Steam. I had a chance to play it a little bit earlier before we actually got the Games Expo started today, and it's a really cool game where you're actually dropping your
that-
head in different places so you can try to
Juice
see
from
what
the
you're doing to
box, don't
complete
tell
the
me that.
puzzle.
Don't
To talk
give
about
me
that game and everything that we've seen in the puzzles, we're going to jump up right now to our professional variety gamers.
All right, thank you so much, Rich. We are back, and this is Perfect Puzzles. And we got the smartest people around here to talk about puzzle games. Chance, how do you feel about this?
Well, Rocket Bot Royale champion here.
Yeah.
I feel really good about a lot of those games. You know, a lot of solid puzzles, a lot of games we have
Chat, there's
seen
a
before.
baby chance that
Take a
after
new
this,
twist to it.
I might
I'm
end to
excited. A
go
lot of
eat
them seem like
food
my
and then
brain's
go
can't
back
handle it,
live
you know,
to
so-
do Reddit recap, Reddit review.
Neither could yours.
Like you're done.
But I need food.
Damn.
It was a good carry though.
All right, Sear, how do you
We
feel
won't come
about
back.
it?
I will set up
I
a
have
stream.
to say, I love
I
the
will
last
set up a
cube.
stream on
Dynamic,
screen.
calm-like visuals,
Literally
stunning,
on screen, I will
intense.
set it up. The
It
go
looks
live.
like there's very, very satisfying results when you actually solve a puzzle, which to me is great because, to be honest, Chance, I'm not that smart, and I actually really struggle
Order
with puzzle
food
games.
now?
So when I actually do solve something, I love to have that satisfying like bring, and everything
no.
gets colorful when you solve a problem.
Well, you
I
look
wanna
at this
make
here. You ever
food.
see that piece of paper
I'm trying
where
to
you
eat
unfold
healthy.
it entirely? It's a cube. It's shaped like a cross almost.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, either way, you look at this, it looks, my head starts to hurt trying to land the symbols onto the right, you know, things on the floor. It
That's
just
because
seems like
you're
a,
old.
You wouldn't be able to do it either. Shut your mouth.
Bruce, as
You're
the youngest,
older.
as the youngest up here, Bruce, how do you feel about the last
All
cube?
of these games have in common.
Cooking stream? No, because I'm bad at
all of
cooking. You
these
guys are gonna make fun of me.
Are the type of game that I will put on and yell at my chat for not helping me find the right path. You know? But being a pro Telltale gamer, it's all about making the right choices at the right time. And I feel like the last cube, I used to play this in a computer lab too, but they added different elements. And I really like that.
What is that? You see the way it's moving?
Yeah, the little diagonal.
Like that's, I don't even know what's going on.
Wait a minute.
It does
so
move like a
we're supposed to be the
Droideka
variety
sometimes.
experts, and us three have admitted we cannot solve these puzzles.
Y'all three, not me.
What is that?
What is that maneuver?
So I don't know. This game is interesting because my head hurts and I'm just watching someone that seems to know what they're doing.
Yeah, you'll make fun of me.
How do you feel about Headless Jeff 3? I was actually a
liked
bit confused. Is it like you have the robot and then you have the head point of view as well in
It's
Headless Jeff 3?
pretty much a robot missing his head, trying to find his head without his eyes, I think, in a way.
I think what's going on there, if we can get Headless Jeff up here, it seems like you take your head off and you place it down, and
We'll
you
always make fun of you.
control
Appreciate
where
that.
the perspective is.
Okay.
So
You promised
can't-
more cooking
it seems like
streams?
maybe you can't solve the puzzle right now. You need to put
Yeah.
your head down
Yeah.
like it's a camera. And then
You know what
see
meal I
how
like
you
to
solve
make?
it. So it's a fun
I make some
control of
pasta.
perspective, and so
I
he's gonna
put
pick
in
his
a
head up, you
whole
get the
can
camera.
of
Can you
tuna,
throw your head?
and then
maybe.
some
And you have to use your head as a problem-solving tool
Japanese
probably multiple
mayonnaise.
times.
Maybe
Mix
Yeah,
it
looks-
together.
again, it looks like a really fun, unique puzzle game. I'm cool to see this here.
Looks like the movie Robots too. I like that movie.
Yeah, it's cool art style as well.
And how do you guys feel about Harmony's Odyssey? It's it has a ton of like cute puzzles and brain teasers. How do you feel
So
about
that's
that, Bruce?
like classic spot the
Here.
difference situation going
I
on,
told
right?
you that while we were watching because you didn't know what you were looking
Yeah,
at.
and
so it's taking
wait,
my
what?
No, and chance
Wait, what
that
happened?
No. I made
Pasta's
the
not
observation
healthy?
that it was a classic comparison game.
Pasta's
and
fine.
I told that to Chance.
I had to explain
Sarah,
it to him.
I think you might actually just be copying everything Chance does. Are you guys comparing notes?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, should I be here?
I don't think so at this point.
Bruce, what do you think about this game?
I think he should be here, and I also
Mayo's
about
not
this
healthy.
game, I like the fact that it's like something that you can play with friends.
Eating
You
something
wanna
with
get your
3
friends involved in the
ingredients
late night, you know what I'm
is
saying?
healthier
Put it on the
than
monitor,
ordering
kinda
some
everyone
buttery
sits
thing
around.
from a
I have
restaurant.
none.
What do you want from me?
Do you have friends?
Dude, shut up. So you're sitting in the
I'm not
living
gonna fucking
room.
eat 18 cans of
and you
tuna
just put it on the
raw.
screen, and the friends are all looking, trying to spot the difference. I
Yeah.
played a game like that recently, and it's actually really fun. It's like
What
Where's
about
Waldo?
vegetables?
Yeah,
Taken
Where's
to the
Waldo?
next level of, this third-person game.
Yeah. So, in the final game was Escape Academy. It's like that was scary.
I really like this one.
You do? How do you feel about it?
To be honest, it just reminds me of one of those games that didn't trap themselves in a box, being in one room and being that only level.
Yeah.
That's why I was really interested in it, because Japan, Greece, you could go to different places in the world and escape the room.
Yep.
Pretty hard.
Oh, that's what that
Is
was.
Coots
this game-
attached to you
remember,
like
we
this
played
all
the
the
game called
time?
We Were Here. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Once you
It's
get
like
tired,
that
yeah.
a lot, only, they've got, it seems like they have a lot really in-depth story to it. So
We
it's
usually
a-
watch
it's an
TV
escape
together.
room. It's called Escape Academy, and it's just that fun little take on it where you got
I'll
to
fall asleep next to her.
escape the room with a fun story.
They hang out.
I think a
We
lot of
vibe.
streamers are going to be playing this game because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just very fun game.
The
to
moment
stream, but also
stream
just
turns off,
puzzle people,
Coots
our friend
walks
Pluto
out the room,
loves
doesn't
going
talk to me for the
escape
rest of
rooms.
the day.
You can do it at home now.
Yeah.
These games
yeah.
are great.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you want to play that game with me?
No.
Okay.
Well,
I'll play it with you.
Oh, thank you.
oh,
It's all good.
see, making friends, meeting friends, that's what OTK is all about, and these puzzle games are absolutely awesome. Guys, don't forget to go vote in the Discord OTK network. Vote for your favorite here, and guys, we will be right back after this quick break.
Chance, you can.
Coots is not waiting to clock out for the day. Are you still trying to make her use the toilet? It's the only toilet that I have set up down here, but I don't think she really likes it because she hasn't pissed in it yet. So she literally holds it in until I bring her to the upstairs toilet. I don't think she likes my toilet down here. What are the child labor laws in California? There's nothing that says in the rules a kitten cannot do child labor.
I actually have a friend who I think he's watching right now. I would love to watch him
Holy
stream those
shit.
puzzle games.
I just looked up child labor because I wanted to see the child labor laws. And what came up was need help in its National Human Trafficking Hotline. And now I feel like I did something wrong.
Met each other through games like this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at RPGs.
Oh, I did? You know what I did? I wanted to do this on stream. Maybe we'll do it today. But I just got it in the mail today. You can ask the FBI for the file that they have on you, because the FBI will keep a file on you. And you can ask to see what they have. And I asked, and I just got it in the mail today. It was Tim's idea, yeah. All right, we'll do it after lunch. I got a break for lunch, but we can start streaming again at like 5 p.m. How do you ask? How do you ask for the file? You just look into your phone camera and you say, "Hello, Mr. FBI agent, can I receive my file?" And then they already know your address and they send it to you in like 2 to 3 weeks.
You can add Nightcrawlers to your Steam wish list
Real quick.
right now. And as we actually do start to dive in a little bit deeper, we got another game coming from Rose Tinted Games. This one is called Gen Fanad, generic fantasy adventure.
Completely unlike ours. Companies are seeking profit at all costs. There is a shortage of labor. The board needed results fast. Having the internet design monsters proved challenging. People seemed to like cosmetics at first. Appealing to speedrunners, let's just forget that one. But then the new trailer rolled in. The Corporation for Licensed Heroics wants you to join our adventure. For those who think clicking on trees all day is relaxing, watch your every accomplishment be distilled down to a number, and then watch it go up slowly. An ever-expanding world for people who love to watch numbers go up. We keep discovering new areas that we were sure weren't there last week. A cozy adventure filled with plenty of side quests to distract
This is just
you.
RuneScape.
But that's not all. Spend dozens of hours picking just the right color shirt to wear. So many items you'll run out of bank space. Hundreds of hand-drawn monsters, all looking to kill you. Play alongside dozens of other adventurers. Join a world where most people stand around in banks all day. The corporation is seeking profit, and you are how we'll get it. That's perfect.
Yeah, the story of that one definitely spoke to me with a lot of the games that I've played over the years. We got a lot going on with the games inside of this genre. The next one is definitely going to be a curveball.
I'm assuming that this game has a little more than meets the eye, and there's probably some meta-ness that's involved. Card game. board game.
As you can see, there's a lot going on there that's different than anything that we've seen so far today. I am very excited to dive into this because I want you guys to hear all about Incredible Dream and to hear about Kinfire Chronicles. Some of the people working on it made some of my favorite experiences in gaming, but I don't need to do the talking because we actually do have an interview right now. It's going to be Asmon sitting down with the CEO and co-founder and talking about everything that's going on.
Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having
Absolutely. For anybody who doesn't know, this is CEO of what's it called? Incredible Dream. Am I right? Sorry, I almost messed that up. Jane Chung Hoffaker, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, yes it is. And so could you tell us a little bit about kind of your journey before this and like kind of what led you to starting this company and making everything happen?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So I've loved games all my life. I think everybody here can relate to that. And you know, I've met friends in games. I've escaped in games. I met my husband in games, and I've been in the game industry for about over 12 years now, professionally. And you know, some people may recognize. I've worked on. I was the executive producer for Arcane, which is the League of Legends animated series on Netflix.
I think everybody knows about that.
Thank you so much. We're very fortunate that it did pretty okay. I think overall, like, I've served my time working for these big gaming companies, and I helped build one. And you know, at some point, I finally thought, like, what if, right? And maybe that sounds familiar. I just thought, like, you know, what if we just went off and did our own thing? And so, you know, I co-founded Incredible Dream with some folks that I really liked. And we just really wanted to make a different kind of game, really based on the experiences that we've had playing D&D and board games and a bunch of other rich experiences that we've particularly had over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I bet. And whenever you talk about, like, you know, playing games over the years, there were a lot more games back in the day that it was a little bit harder to make a reality. And now it seems like almost anything is possible.
Everyone's
But
talking
what you're
about
doing
a
is you're
ring.
Going back and you're making a tabletop game. And so, what
All right,
really
let's
is
see the ring.
What is it? Why? What's the tabletop game? Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like, if you guys are like me at all, then you probably spend a lot of hours in front of a screen for work or school, you probably also spend a lot of hours in your personal time playing games on screens.
Dude.
So my thinking is, like, really, when you meet with your friends in person, chances are they probably like games too.
It's got more diamonds than
why not
Bruce's
play
grills.
games offline with them through tabletop, through board games, right? Like,
It's
Kinfire
shiny.
Chronicles is a really special. It's a different kind of social game that you
Okay.
really experience with others at the table. We have card-based combat that really promotes, like, cooperative shared turns mechanics and really interesting different
Sign
things
of a good
that
husband,
you don't really see
a
even in video
rich
games
one,
today.
at the very least.
We have a choose-your-own-adventure style narrative that you can play through and really
You
kind of
certainly can be a good
experience
husband
what
without
people
that ring.
experience in D&D and sort of that shared theater of the mind.
Tells you the
role-playing.
stories.
Yes, exactly. And it's so much more about you and your friends around the table than it is about, like, graphics or grinding or griefers.
So it's mainly a focus much more around the social elements of the games rather than the graphics or anything like that. It's
That's
just all
an
about
engagement
kind of
ring,
how
no?
to make that experience that, you know, a lot of us grew up having, how to make that as authentic as possible.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, how would somebody be able to support the project, and how would they be able to pick up Kinfire Chronicles?
Don't you usually
Yeah,
not
so
wear
we are
that?
going to be launching our Kickstarter on August 9th, and you can sign up right now on kinfirechronicles.com for exclusive sneak peeks, invites to join our playtest, as well as some special pricing. And we're going to make a version of our game available
What?
online
I
to
mean,
play
oftentimes
virtually, if you
people
can't,
just wear their wedding
you know,
bands.
Find a copy of the game to play physically. And we're
Because when you
also gonna make
propose,
a-
you propose with a
Or you don't
big,
wanna leave your
flashy
house, that's
diamond
true.
ring.
Can never
And then
tell.
when you get married, you each give each other a
and
wedding
yeah, so
band.
we're gonna make this
and
all
most
available,
couples will
pretty
just wear the
soon,
wedding
so
band.
go ahead, go sign up. And as one, I also wanted to offer, like, we'd love to have the OTK crew come play our game, stream it if you'd like. And
Well, so this was the game that we played on
feel like
on
most
Discord,
don't
and we
wear
got a little
both.
bit of an idea about it and everything. Yeah,
I don't know. I
actually
guess I don't
kind
see a lot of
liked it.
married
I mean, I
women's
think that
hands.
what I enjoyed a lot about
I'm
the
just
game
going
is
off
the fact
my
that it
mother
had kind
and
of like
teachers
a little
I've
bit of
had.
an on-rail storytelling, but at the same time, you could deviate from it and kind of just do whatever you want. I think that's the really great middle ground that a lot of people, because, you know, doing an entire Dungeons and Dragons campaign is really hard. Like, we've done it ourselves, Rich and I have, and it takes a lot of work. And so you have, like, the pre-made ones that you can also deviate from and do different things, and it kind of spreads out in a web almost, right?
yeah, exactly. It's such a fun experience being able to create this journey with your friends at the table. And
Yeah.
yeah, the game's there to kind of give you the structure and guideline, but it's really up to you at the table to really role play at it and really bring each moment to life, right?
Okay, all right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And again, it's going to be on kinfirechronicles.com. Jane from Incredible Dream, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And Rich, I think it's back to you.
Yeah, I am excited to talk about that just a little bit more because, as you mentioned, we did get a small chance to actually play the game, and a lot of people already know I am a huge fan of actually getting to play tabletop games, not only D&D, but also games like Arkham Horror, which have a really unique narrative experience, and guess what? The people who made that are working on this experience. So if that's the type of thing you like, definitely check it out. It's going to be very unique to anything else that you
Rich is
would
doing
be
great.
able to play, and I'm also excited that you can play it online because every single time I try to play something that's actually a tabletop game with Asmon, he refuses to leave his house. So maybe we'll actually be able to play this one together. But as we move through the RPG section in general, Asmon will actually probably ban me in his chat for saying this, but I'm kind of bat-chesting IRL. This is one of my favorite genres in games, and the next one's actually got me very excited too. It's coming from Bellular Studio, Coffee Box Games LTD. Let's take a look at the Pale Beyond.
So you're looking a job, eh? Let me tell you what you're getting yourself into. We'll be sailing aboard the Temperance, a rescue vessel sent out to find her sister ship, lost in the ice. As my second in command, you'll be responsible for 24 crew members. Well, 36 if you count the sled dogs. I suggest you study the crew manifest, get to know everyone, and try to keep them on your side. It could save lives one day. God forbid the cold takes me or the ship. That'll leave you in charge.
What's Bellular?
Life on the ice is cruel. Will you make the choices no one else can? Promise me you'll do right by the crew. Whatever it takes. Let's just hope it doesn't come to that, shall we?
Wait, is that the YouTuber who made all the videos about, he's made like 15 videos about Diablo.
So, Asmon, I'm not sure. Have you actually gotten a chance to play or deep dive anything with Pale Beyond yet?
Honestly, I haven't seen anything about it, and so this is
I
watched
like
this is
5 of his
Bellular's
videos.
game, and a lot of people might not know this, but based off of that premise, it's actually very, very close to something that happened in real life. It was a ship that got caught in the Antarctic. They were trying to go all the way around the world. It got iced over, and they did have to eat the dogs.
Oh,
yeah.
the Titanic.
No, it was before that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was before that. And I think pretty much all of them survived, but it was a massive undertaking. And I think that's really cool to actually take something that actually kind of happened in history and then make it into a legitimate game.
Yeah, and also, you know, one of the things that I'm pretty excited about, you know, with Bellular, you kind of know that the game's probably going to have a very different monetization scheme than we've seen in other games recently.
I'll be curious, you know, like, what if it had, you know, a dozen different loot boxes?
What's it going to do?
Play all the way into it, whatever. And
Your
I don't
move,
know.
Bellular.
I really like, the thing that I like about it a lot is that it takes like that, you know, like grisly aesthetic of, you know, going and being, you know, out on the sea back in the 1700s or 1800s where there's no cell phones, there's no GPS or anything like that. You're just out there surviving. And as somebody who's like, I've read some of these stories.
No cell
that's
phones,
how I
just
know.
guys being dudes trying to survive and eating dogs.
Badass.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think that one of the cool things to do as well would be to talk to Bellular sometime more about the game. Maybe we get him on Allcraft or something soon and actually get to take a deeper look. But we do have some more games to look at as well, so let's take a look from a game coming from Gellyberry Studios. This one is called Ethereal Echoes of Yore.
How long did we go on? 3.5? I'm starving. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of this. Imagine they drop Half-Life 3. just order food. No, I'm trying to be healthy. I'm cutting 10 pounds. 10 pounds and give me 6 weeks. And then I'll be the best rock climber in the world. I'm like 188 right now. What happened to Mogul Money Live? Nothing happened to it at all. My boy got an RV and we're heading to the White Mountains to eat mad hot dogs for the summer. You don't gotta go to the mountains.
I'm really excited
for
to
that.
unpack that one just a little bit more. It definitely, I can tell it draws a little bit of inspiration.
I thought it was
from one
June.
of the first games
No.
that really drew me into gaming.
July.
Where, Asmon actually, I think he's one of the only people who knows the story about just how much I
X said he was good to come on still.
dived into it. And lucky for us, I see
How
him
many
smiling
pulls can
over
I
there.
do?
But now we're going to throw the camera over there as well because Asmon is ready
don't know.
for an interview with the lead designer from Ethereal.
If I'm
Echoes of the Earth.
fucked, maybe 10.
Hey,
But
what's
like
going
I
on,
usually
man?
give
How
up
you
at
doing?
7.
Hi, pretty good. Hello, Asmon. Hey, chat. How are you guys?
It's been a while. I've saw this
Yeah,
game
there's still some
over
tickets.
the past like month or so, and I've had a lot of people bring it up to me, and it's pretty cool to see it actually here at the Games Expo. And really, what was your inspiration around making Ethereal?
So Ethereal, actually, we started working on Ethereal 8 years ago, and we'd kind of gotten tired of the current MMO scene because we felt like it was very cookie cutter, linear progression, you know, and we felt like the soul had been taken out of the genre in a way.
Yes.
So that's kind of how it started, and what we did is, being an engineering team, we just started like we started to learn, and we just took our time with it and made sure we made all the core systems as they should be, and that's kind of how it just kept on growing, you know. We just wanted to create like
Landon,
this
I'm getting a
immersive
list of
fantasy
shit
world.
to do in LA
So
for
you
Mogul
have
Money.
like people that are building
Yeah, the show's
like,
live stream.
cities and different houses and buildings together, and you also have like guild housing. Because I remember whenever I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is okay, you know, it's all right, right? But then whenever I saw everybody building stuff together, I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, so all the building
Parker,
in,
I think it's a
on
no
the
from
continent
me.
of Air Mesa, it's massive and it's non-instance. So if you as a guild, you own a plot, you can actually, as guild masters and officers, you can assign plots to infrastructure, which you can use for like roads or marketplaces.
Make a climbing
And then you can
video?
also assign
How do I do it? How do I do like a bros versus pros
guild member
climbing?
has done a lot of work getting the plot, or if you want to give them a house of their own.
It doesn't seem
they can
easy
start
to do.
building. And all the building is grid-based, so you can even dig down and you can build basements, you can build up into, well, quite a lot of floors. So yeah, it's very free in that sense, and we feel like the building aspect of it is a very big part of the game.
I think that looks really, really cool. I'm excited to see that. And you're talking about the soul of MMOs. What are some of the design philosophies behind this game?
So all of like the core mechanics of Ethereal, like the crafting and the gathering and the exploration and adventure part of it, they're very like deep mechanics. But in our opinion, it doesn't matter how good mechanics you have if they're not all tied together. So
You can't just say Magnus Mitmo, like that's an idea.
Like, let's say a
No,
blacksmith,
I'm not just
example,
gonna
then
get
you should
Alex
impact
Honnold.
the server because you are a blacksmith, right? So you would be getting special kinds of quests, and you would be contributing to the server's economy as a blacksmith. So that's how you chose to play. And you can do this for leatherworking. You can do this as a combat character, an adventurer, as a tradesman with a caravan.
It's like
So
I
that's
asked
kind
how
of
to
the
do
idea
bros
is
versus
we
pros
wanna build, like,
basketball,
this
and you
immersive
said,
play
I don't
style
know,
where
Shaquille
you're building
O'Neal.
your character. It's not just like
Figure it out, LeBron
congratulations, you're the
James. You're
chosen
welcome.
one, which we see so much in games today. It's like you make the character you want to make, and then the game has mechanics that allow you to interact with the game itself. And as a result of that, since the servers are built up by these dynamic events the player take a part in, every server on Ethereal is different. So you might have a world boss on one server where the players failed to kill it, and now the town is destroyed. But on another server, they might have cleared the raid boss or a world boss.
All right, I'm
and
gonna watch
that
one more
town is just
trailer,
fine
chat,
on that server.
and then I'm gonna
So
have
that's
to
kind of the
raid
way the
Charlie
players are
and go eat
interacting
food.
as a community,
I'm not gonna
changing
make it.
the outcome of the servers.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting, and especially whenever you get into like the impact that players can have on a server on like a macro and a micro level. I think that's really one of the most interesting things for these games, because people oftentimes like MMOs, they have.
But I'm doing we're starting
like
up a
the main
second
thing you
stream
do
where I'm
is
going to
you
look
have
at
the
the
combat
FBI
level, and
file
then
that I received.
blacksmithing, leatherworking,
We're going to start a stream at 5 p.m.
All of those things are secondary. So in this game, they are much more of a primary method of play, as well as combat.
Correct. So like so raids and Ethereal are very different in that like raids are an event that you lead
I don't
up
believe
to,
it.
And up to this, it could be like, say they're trying
That's
to
fair.
cultists
Seeing
trying to
is
summon a
believing.
demon boss. And so crafters will be involved in this because they need to gather magical materials that enchanters and blacksmiths will create, like wards, like anti-magic wards in the game to make the raid boss actually manageable or easier or whatnot. So realm firsts are not only tied to the best combat players, but they're also tied to having the most dedicated crafters and the most dedicated craftsmen on the server as well.
All right, that sounds like a lot, and I gotta ask, like, what do you think really is gonna separate Ethereal from among many other of these Kickstarters that never really happened?
Yeah, so I think the main thing is that we have a game. Like we had an open alpha that ran through the entirety of May. We've spent the last 8 years building the infrastructure and the tools. Like we're not using any third-party libraries or anything. We've built everything from
All right,
scratch.
I set up the stream.
And the game is highly optimized.
I set up the stream,
It's
so I have to
already-
do it.
Like it's already at a stage where all we're doing is just shaping out content. So as a result of that, we already have a game. It's not like we're promising mechanics we don't have. Guild housing already works. PvP, arena, BGs already works. Gathering and crafting already works. Character progression already works. You know, like and the tools
I'm not
we made
watching
let us
Luffy
create
versus
content very
Katakuri
fast, even though we're a small
ever.
team. During the alpha, we created an entirely new 5-man dungeon with 4 unique bosses in it, and that dungeon with a team of 4 we created in 3 days.
Oh my
so it actually
God.
it took players longer to clear the dungeon than we took creating the dungeon, which is quite interesting.
How many players can be in a dungeon?
So we have anything from 5 to 20-man dungeons.
Oh.
So dungeons in Ethereal are what you'd expect from like
I can't
MMOs,
watch
like you just
Two
go
Piece.
into an
It doesn't
instant
exist.
zone and you clear up and all the bosses.
Okay.
But then raids are a separate thing where, like I said, that involves the entire community where like crafters are involved and gatherers and traders and so on. So that's the separation between dungeons and raids in Ethereal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a Reddit recap
honestly,
when I
this
make my
thing
second stream
seems
happen.
Pretty exciting. So when do you think it's going to be out?
So we are current plans are to launch the game on April 2023. So it's under a year from now, and we're going to be doing several kinds of playtests throughout. So make sure to follow us on Discord. Check out our YouTube channel if you want a deep look into the game. We also have a Twitch channel, Ethereal /Ethereal MMO. If you want to see me work on the game live, I do some game dev streams every now and then. If you want to come and learn something. And yeah, just come and enjoy the game. And the tests are going to be anything from PvP matchmaking to guild housing testing, and we just want people to get involved. And no tests will ever cost anything. They're all entirely free. Everyone gets a key, and it's going to be a great time.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your game. As I said, I've been hearing about this back and forth for quite a while, so it's good to finally get a chance to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and again, guys, make sure you can add Ethereal to your Steam wish list now. And we have joined with us 2 other RPG experts here. We have SFan TV and Soda Poppin' TV. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling good, but Soda Poppin' TV is. I'm not.
I thought you
there's no
had
TV
that
in
on
my
one
name.
of them.
It's your
You have
Twitter.
that- Don't you have that on YouTube?
You not know your own Twitter?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not your Twitch,
Right.
though.
Not my Twitch.
Not the Twitch. Okay. What do y'all think?
You go ahead.
I mean,
They're right.
I think it all looks great. You know,
Yeah.
one kind of, I think one of the big themes that we're seeing across all these RPG games, they all kind of harken back to like the old school feel, right? They're like, oh, like we want like an old school MMO feel. We want an old school RPG feel. And I think the reason for that is honestly
Nick,
because
I'm not sure.
The RPG player base, the community of people that play RPGs are always talking about that. Like, oh, well, I want to have this. I want to have this that I played in that game.
There
I
should
think
be a
it
help
was,
portal. If you go to the website, truffle.
I think it was Genfanat that had it drew inspiration from RuneScape that I talked about before.
Like the website itself?
No, it's very, very cool to see that's kind of a focal point for a lot of these studios, for a lot of these developers. And I'm excited to see going forward what they come up with.
I'm kind of excited to see where this ethereal game goes because one thing that's really interesting to me about it is the fact that they have like these large-scale dungeons, but the difference it seemed is it wasn't like super fast-paced because whenever you're talking about these dungeons, oftentimes it's just, you know, crazy reaction time, move out of this, move out of that, move out of this, move out of that, but like it's a little bit more slowed down and more impactful and deliberate, and I like that.
I'm looking at, you know, there's 3 types of RPGs we have here on my list. I was taking notes.
Of course.
Indubitably. We've got a board game on this list. We've got a couple of RPGs, but it seems like we have a couple of MMOs.
I'm tapping out. I'm not going to make it.
Those are no joke when it comes
straight
to
up. That's why we ask, because it's like
I'm too damn hungry. My stomach is growling. Look, Charlie's watching it. Everybody go watch it with Charlie. I'll be live again at 5 for normal content Pogtent. The Game Expo was cool. But I'm gassed. I'm gassed in not making it to the end. But I'll be back for the FBI thing. I asked the FBI for my file, and they sent it to me, and then we're going to do a Reddit recap and a Reddit review at 5 p.m. All right, that's all. See you later now. Have a good one. Peace out. I'm starving.